Okay, we should be live.
Hell yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Were y'all talking about me?
No.
We weren't actually, believe it or not.
And you still hit me with it? There he is? My God. You know I hate there he is. You know that's my banned phrase.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was banned.
Known you for like 15 years. I didn't know that.
What is up, Vantaglow?
My least favorite phrase because it means I've been observed at all. And my goal in life is to never be observed.
That's quite the goal. Don't know what to tell you.
Quite the goal when you're on a podcast.
Yeah. Whew. This is it. This is the crew tonight.
Yeah, it sounds like y'all aren't even real gamers. Is that true?
What does that mean? What?
We aren't playing new games.
I'm in a bit of a dry spell myself.
Dry spell. Weren't you playing Tactics?
I am. But like I'm still playing Tactics, and that's all I've played.
Is that even a new game?
No, it's not. That's what I'm saying. I've talked about it on the podcast twice. It's not even a new game,
and it's been out since the 90s.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said about the remaster re-release, but you know,
90% of it has been.
What do we got here? What do we got here? Did you get footage of your game, Chris Davis?
Yes, I did.
He did.
Thank God.
Oh.
What is this? It's so loud.
Sorry, one sec. I did not switch the audio.
Can chat hear us?
They should.
What's up,
Can y'all hear us, chat?
How's
That's
that?
better.
Okay.
Much better.
Might need to expand the screen.
Yeah. So, this is just another PGKK, except PGKK.
No, not at all,
yet?
actually. You should pay attention because this might be interesting to you.
We're just going straight into trailer talk. No.
Yeah,
I guess that's true. This does look interesting. I don't exactly know what I'm looking at. What's up, Bog Noise? Sonji?
Actually, kind of sad Chris Davis has not even heard of it because it's very Chris Davis-y.
I mean, I know about PGKK. I just don't know
it's
about
not
this.
PVKK, and it's not
PVK.
That. No.
Whatever it is.
Glory to Castile? What the hell is that? Iron.
Oh, this is just the teaser. Someone else posted this.
Heavy Turret Simulator? Jesus, where have you been all my life?
Well, you can't rely on others to do a Brad's job.
It's true. This game looks sexy as hell, but I'll never play it.
Why?
I don't know. I don't play fighting games. I've tried so many times. I just don't. I'm just being real. Crispy is out tonight. He is watching the Odyssey as we speak. So, you know, priorities.
And let's be real, if he wasn't watching the Odyssey, he'd just be playing Satisfactory.
That's true. It's not that I don't have the right fighting stick, it's that I don't have a fighting stick.
Well, you don't need a fighting stick. Even pros have given up on fighting sticks. Well, you know, a lot of
controller with a good D-pad.
You think Shy-Tai hasn't, like, in person, like, tried to coach me through fighting games and get me into fighting games? He is like the biggest advocate for getting people into fighting games, and I
Oh, I
applaud
know.
him for it. But you know, not even he was able to really.
not for everyone.
And it's not that I'm not interested. It's not that I like have anything against him. It just doesn't.
No, you have to have like a competitive hunger.
And I don't. I
fight
don't
others
have.
and get better. And
I
not for
have
everyone.
0 competitive hunger. So yeah, that's probably a big part of the problem. You know, this is a cozy game. My wife is binging cozy games right now.
It's
She's actually
cozy
near
at the
room on
moisture farm until you have to wash up Uncle Ben and Aunt Maru's remains.
Oh, that's Aunt Peru, by the way.
What does that mean?
Whatever.
Binging cozy games. There's an endless amount of cozy games. So
I know. She bought 2 cozy games on Steam yesterday, and she beat one in like one sitting, and now she's playing the other one.
What are they?
Oh my god. Hold on. Leaf something? Fuck. Hold on, I'll just text her. I have nothing to say about this game. I don't.
It's DLC. It's supposed to be
I know.
cool.
I know. I mean, yeah, it's cool.
Power Wash
Crossover.
Simulator is pretty neat. No, I removed this. Oh, you gotta refresh.
Oh, is this? What the fuck?
Just skip it. This is for Crispy.
Oh, and Crispy's not here. Wait, so like we can't watch that?
Nah,
Looks
we
like
got other shit to
babes in
watch.
bikinis. I'm down. Anomaly Control Simulator.
I feel like we've already watched this. Where
What
are
a-
you in the playing list?
We did watch a trailer for this.
Yeah,
I don't know
skip
if it's
this.
this
Skip,
one.
skip.
What about the people? The people want to watch the Fortnite thing. Oh
No,
yeah, we're def
we are. You're in the wrong part of the playlist. So, just.
because
Yeah,
we
I
did
think
this
you
bit last
somehow
week.
skipped to the top. Wait. Click on up.
So the
Have
first
we
three,
watched?
you can see which ones you've watched with the red.
Yeah,
bars.
watch the gameplay trailer. I
Wait, pause
posted
this,
another
pause this.
video for Iron Nest. Drag that down a little bit. I want you to see what that game actually looks like, or the actual, more than just a teaser.
Are we sure this was a different trailer? It's even got the same music and
I
everything.
think the problem is their thumbnails look the exact fucking same.
I think this is the same trailer, bro. You're muted, Chris Davis.
Yeah. Maybe it is. Yeah, this is the same one.
Yeah, it is.
I think.
Yeah.
I want the not teaser. Is there not another one on there?
Well, look for it while we go to the next trailer.
All right. Well,
Whatever.
before you pause this for a second, because this one needs a little bit of a setup. Because for the podcast this week, I decided to try something a little different. Instead of icebreaker questions and asking people to ask us stuff, I decided to ask people a question. And the question I asked this week was, what are some games coming out in the back half of 2026 that you think are flying under the radar? And the people who responded left me trailers for the games that they mentioned. This is one of them. So we'll be talking about it a little bit on the podcast, but the next like 3 trailers are that. But yeah, go ahead.
Oh, come on.
I played a demo for this.
Oh no, we broke it. It's buffering. I'm already here for the music.
Come on. Fuck you, YouTube. Work.
Fuck you, YouTube.
There we go.
Test.
So, Chill Electronics Repair Shop Simulator. Another cozy game. Ooh, you get to fix a PlayStation. That's kind of cool.
The DS.
Off-brand.
You have
but
to-
Yes.
The PSP.
I mean, we all know
No,
what
it's
it
a
is.
PMP.
No, it's a PMP, bitch. No, I'm just kidding. No, it looks chill.
Okay.
And this is another one that was also submitted.
Can you all
Yeah,
indulge
it's
me
funny,
for
I
2
think
minutes while I go take some Allergy medicines because I'm sneezing my head off tonight.
I can indulge you. Are you pausing it? Ah, this
No,
is
I'm gonna let it go.
horrifying.
I'm
You
just
could
gonna
just
let
let
it
it
go.
roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. This looks like my jam, actually.
Featured on Trailer Talk before. Actually, I think all of these have.
No,
been.
it's probably true. I'm just
But you know,
featuring him
it's-
again.
this
for
one does
reason.
look cool.
I love the art style. So this is also kind of in the same boat as the one game you're going to talk about tonight, right? Kind of.
Sorta. This is more like what's it called?
Bly Manor, or not Bly Manor?
No.
Blake Manor.
The Curse of the Golden Idol.
Curse of the Golden Idol.
Which I mean, they're all like these sort of logic deduction games, but yes, Golden Idol looks like from
Dude, I
the way
love
you
the look of this.
solve. But
This isn't out yet, though, right?
this
is
does
coming.
look great. No, people be posting like
It looks like my peanut butter and jam. And here is another one. And this one I know we have featured on Trailer Talk before you say it, but yeah, it does look cool. Although,
yeah, I know
I was
Phil's
reading the-
Mystria. I really wanted that for. I'm so mad I didn't get that in fantasy.
so what is
What
the
is it?
genre of this game? This is like a farming simulator?
Yeah, look. This is actually one of many cozy horror farming games coming out. Cozy
What a weird-
farming, Stardew plus horror.
What a weird horror subgenre, and I'm here for it. I
Well,
love it.
do you
This
know?
looks
Do
so
you know?
cool.
Do you know what it is? Is like I don't. Okay, I don't want to stereotype anyone. I don't want to sound sexist or anything.
But you're
but-
gonna.
Obviously, a large proponent of cozy games are ladies.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's like a Venn diagram of like
Well, yeah.
if a lady or anybody like the crossover between women into cozy games and women into horror games is like almost
circle?
a circle for
Yeah.
some reason.
Yeah, no,
I don't know how to
disagree.
explain it,
I mean,
but
if
it's fucking true.
If it gives us things like this, I'm fucking here for it. And this was also mentioned. This is a game that's already out, actually, but
Yes.
it's still pretty cool.
Year of the Frog. Like, if I
Yeah.
told you there have been like 30 indie games about frogs, would you think I'm exaggerating?
No,
like,
of course
it's truly the Year of the Frog. And there are so many more frog games coming. It's so bizarre. I don't
not. Name one.
Croak is one that's still coming on the way. I'm
okay.
not kidding, man. There's so many frog games. It's crazy. Some would argue that horror is cozy. You know?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like that's the argument Bognoids is making in chat.
Mode 7.
Yeah.
This looks rad.
It's not mode 7, okay?
I
I
mean-
might be trying to remind people of mode 7 and other
Yeah.
various visual techniques. This game looks cool. This game I don't think got enough reviews. This is one of those like fantasy critic tragedies that a few people picked up in like Royale or even their main leagues, and it never got enough reviews. Like, it's brutal out there for indies. I'm currently waiting on like more reviews for a game called Desktop Explorer, which is like really cool, looks really cool, and the Steam reviews are really great, but critics are just, I don't know, busy playing Splatoon, man. It's hard out there.
Did that
Porn
game, that platformer where you switch between looking down on a Game Boy and then platforming in
That's not out
3D
yet.
come out?
That's not
Screen
yet.
Space or something, or
Screenbound, I believe it's
Screenbound.
called.
Brad,
Yeah, that's coming out in the next couple months.
I'm
Okay.
gonna assume that you bought Galley House on your
Steam,
Switch.
yeah. No,
Oh,
I
you
bought
bought
it
it on
on
Steam?
Steam. Yeah.
Why is it not showing up in my fucking
The
library?
Incident at Galley House
Yeah.
is what it's
Hold on.
called.
Oh, there. I don't know why. Usually it pops up on my my home screen. I guess it didn't this time. Whatever. Okay, cool. My body is ready.
We don't have to watch this. This is just the intro. I mean, these intros are usually pretty hyped, though.
It's pretty hype.
I think Storm's going to be my main. Oh, wait, I have to pick 4 characters. It's the only thing about this game that rubs me the wrong way.
Did they
Green
Blade is in
Goblin
this?
is
They
becoming
confirmed Blade?
president? Okay.
Yeah. Blade is in it. As featured on trailer. That's it. But, yeah, the cast is cool, but it's like, you know, it's not so many. I think it's 20 characters, but you pick 4 on your, like, per fight. And it's just, I don't know. Why did they do that? I'm a Marvel versus Capcom 1 fan, you know, just give me 2 characters. Well, actually, I mean, you know, 3 characters is fine, but 4 characters is too much. All right, skip this. Oh, we're here. We're done.
Skip this as we're at the end.
Do you want me to like get a hat that says, or maybe y'all can order me one because I don't know, a hat that says skip that I just put on when I want you to skip, so we don't have to audibly tell Chris Davis to.
I mean, you
that would be
could,
fun.
but
I mean,
I'm not
it
looking
would
at
help.
your
It would
camera,
be-
so that wouldn't help.
You can't see us?
No.
No.
I can control it for long
You need a third
So I could,
monitor.
so I could
And
just
don't say you
swing
have
my
3
dick around
monitors.
and no one would. Well, you wouldn't
What do
care.
you mean no? What do you mean no?
I don't want a third monitor.
Why not?
Who are you?
You're a podcast producer. When you did this at Nolan's house, you had 3 monitors. Wasn't that nice?
No, it wasn't really. I never used the third one.
All right.
I would get a third monitor if I had.
That was a Cyclops video for Crispy, but he's a punk
Crispy's-
ass bitch.
He's a punk ass.
Did y'all watch this
bitch.
trailer yet? Can we get a
I
little
have
more audio?
not.
A little more audio? Story trailer. Jean's wearing green. That's nice.
Sheen's wearing green. He looks so. He looks like he's a baby.
His her outfit in that last video was kind of lame, or that demo. So I'm glad to see her wearing green.
I've tried to keep them safe for so long.
I thought you were back.
Mystique.
Okay, Civil War.
Sabretooth.
Tooth, whatever.
A
That
sentinel.
Sabretooth look exactly like the Sabretooth from the movies.
You belong here.
I think that might. I mean, I could be wrong, but I feel like that made. Like that was one of the characters that they actually got. Like people like really like the design of and
Maybe.
in the movie.
I mean, Crispy's not here, so we could say
I
whatever
could be wrong.
we want without being shamed.
that is true, but. Ooh, she liquefied him. Oh my god. Ooh, Omega Red.
Omega
I think we already
Red.
knew about Omega Red.
I
People
went
see
familiar with
Daredevil in
Omega
this?
Red.
Or something. Wait, who was that? Was that
maybe?
Colossus? Who was? Or was that?
Wait,
oh no,
wait.
that was Wolverine. I think getting shredded.
Rest in peace, can you?
I am
Is-
excited for this game. I just
Cyclops in this?
I still have questions. That was Wolverine with his exoskeleton.
Yeah.
He has an
Oh, look at
exoskeleton.
side-scrolling Metroidvania!
All right, easy there, buddy. This
You
is from some
You
developer.
gonna tell me that I'm wrong, Doug?
This is from some indie dev that did something that I thought was interesting. I can't remember though.
Every action, with every good deed, the clock ticks back 1 second. Time reverses. Truth unlocks. And knowledge breaks through. The glaive. A key to truth.
The
Some
Glaive?
of my
What is this,
gameplay
Dark Sector?
Videos that
I
I,
was gonna
uploaded
say.
don't have sound for some reason. Even though OBS looked like it. I mean, I looked and it was recording sound, so it must have been set to the wrong source or something.
Oh, are you talking about your footage?
Two of my, the ones that I recorded on my PC, which is strange.
Okay.
is a key.
What is it? Echo what?
Echo Weaver.
Echo Weaver.
Yeah, I could have stood to stay on the screen for more than 5 seconds.
From the developers of The Wild at Heart. I remember that game.
That sounds
I think
familiar.
Double Fine published it. It had, or no, not. It had like a cool art style. No, this one's the one that was kind of like Pikmin, indie Pikmin.
This one's a big deal, right? I've never watched a second
It's
of
not
Avatar.
a big deal. No Avatar video game's ever a big deal. Sadly. No, I mean I don't know. There was some hype, but there's a lot of controversy surrounding this game as well.
There's some
Also,
very
this
recent controversy, unfortunately.
Well, it's not recent, but or people found out about it recently. But
Does it
people
have
had
to do with
suspected.
people being shit?
Yeah. Like the Skullgirls guy has been secretly in the dude behind the development of this game, but he's been like canceled. So the fact that he was hiding his involvement, it's just shitty. But what I mean, yeah. I don't know. Like even from the people who were like on the project or something didn't even know that he was involved. Mike Z. So it was a weird situation.
They had to throw in the fighting game at the what?
Well, yeah, it's a fighting game.
Yeah, you don't have to throw the fighting game in there.
All right, so this is the trailer that I want.
Are we
No,
sure?
did you just skip this?
I didn't press anything.
Okay, well,
This is the trailer, bro.
Yeah, this is the one I want to show because this actually shows kind of what the game is. More than just pulling levers. I mean, you are pulling levers, but if you pay close attention, it's more about.
It's getting into like the nitty gritty of like aiming and.
Here, yeah, it's you're trying to hit something that you can't see using math.
Math.
And
Math? Ew.
yeah.
You lost me at math.
No, I think this is like a really neat.
I mean, no, it's
Concept.
definitely neat. It certainly gives you a new
Hardcore
appreciation
penetrator.
for.
It's what it said.
Oh my. I mean, is it wrong? Is that an inaccurate descriptor?
Hey, probably not,
Around
but
yes, Bachman's indie. It's like very fancy battleship.
This is
also, if
great.
you don't hurry and get the second shot off, you're fucked. Okay.
That's cool. That's cool.
Okay. Oh God,
Oh my
this.
God.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Why are we doing this to ourselves?
They
What do you
launched
mean?
this, and then on launch day, they didn't have enough players on the game to actually fill a single match.
That's probably not true. That's probably true. It was pretty fun. Rocket League? I like Rocket League. It's like Rocket League on feet.
Isn't that just soccer? It's Rocket League with guns.
Gun soccer.
I
But no,
love
pause,
this.
pause.
Soccer.
Steam review, PS5 user review, Metacritic
Oh
user review.
no! Oh
Does P-
my god!
Does PS5 have like user reviews that you can like type out? I didn't know that.
Maybe on the PSN store.
Oh! That's
I
so
don't even-
embarrassing. Why would they do this to themselves?
What do you mean? Because literally no one else would say something positive.
I know. Then just don't put it in the trailer. It's just.
No,
Yeah.
they want people to talk about their game, and this is how they get people to talk about it.
I'm gonna look it up.
The,
See,
the
see where
game
it's
of the
currently
people.
at.
See, the people are enjoying it.
Some of
Although-
the best digital actors I've seen. What the
It's
fuck
crazy to
does that
cherry
mean?
pick user reviews because even like the user score aggregate is awful. So it's not like all of the people feel this way.
This
They
is
just
actually
found a few people who
Thi-
typed this.
this is actually all of the positive user reviews they could.
They
out there.
currently have 18 people on Steam playing this right now.
Fuck me dead.
Yeah. You need 10 players to start a match in this.
By the way, for those wondering,
playing
the
on
two
PlayStation, bro.
cozy games that my wife is playing right now are that she played Leaf It Away and beat it in one sitting, and now she's playing Cat Mail.
Yeah, those sound like cozy slop.
It
Is
is
she playing this on a phone?
No, she's playing on her Steam Deck.
Is it like a cat in a suit of armor or something?
It's
No,
bad because
I don't know.
Does she scroll like Instagram or TikTok or something?
Yes,
These,
she does.
Yeah, because my wife has asked me about cozy games before because she sees this like cozy slop on Instagram or whatever, and I had to explain to her that like
It's all
the
lies.
people who like make this shit probably with AI are just as predatory as like a lot of the other games out there, even more so. But yeah.
The game that we're actually watching on screen right now, why does it look like a dark, twisted version of Eco?
I don't know, that's what they're going for.
Eco, but
It looks
not
really
an escort game.
slow. It looks really slow. This was posted in our channel by a community member.
Okay, this
Looks a little clunky, but posted by Zanny.
Prison of Husks. Everything about this is Eco. Like the sound effects, the music, the like boy with horns. I don't know.
Yeah,
Parentheses
no
positive.
escort, no secondary character you have to protect.
Welcome back. Today we're
Hey,
submerging ourselves.
that sounded
in the world of
derogatory about Eco.
aquariums, looking at how to build these stunning underwater habitats and the unique life that can be found under the surface.
This is Planet Zoo. Okay, yeah.
Planet Zoo
Right,
2.
let's dive straight in.
I'm sure it's gonna score like an
Aquariums follow a
I don't
really
know,
similar
79
construction
to
process our
81 or
terrestrial
some shit
habitats.
like all these games.
It won't
But
take long before you've got the
I
hang of
picked this
building
up
one.
in the
Plus,
championship
you'll have
division.
access to our blueprints, making
The
things even
Super
quicker
League
and easier.
because
With our glass
of the
tunnels,
zoo
you can create
controversy at the
spectacular
beginning of the
views
year
for your
during the
guests.
draft where we were drafting and
It's
I was
just
at a
like
zoo
being
and they were
inside the
demanding
aquarium.
the
But that's
and there was
job we
a
leave to our
there was
staff.
a stream for
Our
a
team
certain
of
game
experts
going
need
on
an
and I was
aquarium
trying to
staff gate to carry
wait
out
till
Oh.
the end of the stream to see if they
I
were going to get
remember
like a
that.
release
Check on the
window
animals
and they were like
keepers
just
to help
enjoy
out
the
the
zoo,
food.
just enjoy the zoo.
We've got
And some people were
several
like,
different
no, he
types of
has to
feeders.
pick
So
up the
what
game
you'll need
now
depends
or
on who
or
you're
move
feeding.
on. Yeah.
You'll be able
I
to
remember you
introduce
telling us
a
about
whole
that.
range
Not
of
just that, but
aquatic
most
species
of
to
the
your
games
zoos.
I drafted
From
are
turtles
animal
to
related,
rays and all
coincidentally.
kinds of fish.
So
We even have
I just have a zoo
But
themed
be
roster
aware,
this
not
year.
all of our aquatic animals can be mixed. You'll be caring for marine, freshwater, and brackish species. So be sure to set up the appropriate water filtration. This
Yeah, you
system
can
will
skip.
also
We
help
don't
keep
give a
your
shit
aquariums
about
clean,
Planet Zoo.
along with our
Rhythm
diligent
Heaven, but okay.
keepers, of course.
Actually, only half of your list.
Diligent staff,
Not even half
here
of your
comes the
list is like
caretaker
animal
now with
related.
our new red lion
No, no,
fish
in Super
Index.
League, my Super League list.
Oh,
Isn't
sorry.
she
Okay.
gorgeous? But our
The
aquarium, on the
official
other
Fantasy
hand,
Critic
let's get creative.
Community League or whatever. I'll
Just
pull it up.
watch your aquatic
Yeah, my
life
current roster
thrive
is.
and grow.
I think most of my games have released.
Even the population of your shoals will increase, and if your freshwater aquarium gets a little too full, you can release some of your shoals. To
I have
release in our
Mina the
wildlife
Hollower
reserve.
Mouse. I have Batman,
Here's our
Legacy of the
African
Dark Knight,
tigerfish
Lego
that we
Batman,
released
Bat,
to the same reserve as
Reanimal,
our zebra, helping to
Pony Island 2
establish
Panda
wonderfully
Circus,
diverse
the Mermaid Mask, which is, animal coded, Crushed in Time, which doesn't count,
background
Opus Prison Peak does
and
count, Star
looking up.
Fox, which I got no
Until
points
then,
for, Planet
see
Zoo
you
2,
soon,
whatever.
zookeepers.
Skip this. I'm putting on my skip hat. We need to get a.
Brad is a furry, confirmed.
We need to get a skip. I need to get a skip hat. That'd be sick. But spoiler hats too. Remember the min max idea, which is low key genius. I was telling y'all to pick this shit up in fantasy, but I was out of slots and
I should have. I forgot about it.
incredible reviews. I want to play this, but like I watch footage of this game and it stresses me out.
It stresses you out?
Yeah, like, or you're watching an edited trailer, but the gameplay is like non-stop. It's very panic-inducing, and I played Thumper. Thumper looks chill compared to Densha Attack.
Oh
No,
no!
I didn't think this was gonna be one of those trailers. Some desperate. Oh no, that was okay. No, I thought that was the end of the trailer. Remember when we played Heave Ho on stream?
I do.
This would be a good game night game, but it's probably too expensive. I don't know for all of us to buy it, but that was a good time.
I want to play Funnel Runners.
What the fuck are you
Guys,
saying?
I think we should play
That's
Heave Ho
that's-
2 with the express intention of getting featured in the trailer for Heave Ho 3.
Yeah. I think all these streamers have far more viewers than we do. That's my guess.
That is probably accurate.
Oh, okay. So someone requested this. This might be the last trailer. This I really sad I lost out in Fantasy Critic because the week that I picked up Galley House and my last slot, I could have. No one bid on this. I could have had it. But this was going to be my backup pick if someone picked up Galley House. This was my number 2 priority. And then the following week, all the games that I threw out there were rebid on, and Crispy and Ed grabbed them. Motherfuckers. But this is a Stardew Valley like that's been in early access for a long time, and I think it's going to score very well. I don't know if it scores like Stardew Valley, but you know, Stardew Valley would not score like Stardew Valley anymore, though. That's the thing, right? Stardew Valley would score much higher if it was scored in 2026. So if this does score like similar to whatever that was, it's only because that was maybe underscored when it came out.
Okay, that's it.
Cool, we made it. Woo. All right.
Yeah, Densha Attack is a lot like Ollie Ollie, which is a game that looks chill, but it always stressed me out because like you basically have to keep a combo chain going for the whole level, or ideally, and you're never like not doing something. You're either like grinding or manualing to the next grind. You're trying to keep your combo going, and it stresses me out. But you know what it also reminds me of? Joe Danger, because Ollie Ollie was just a Joe Danger clone, kind of. I think they're all Joe Danger likes. I'm sure there was stuff before Joe Danger, but it's so. Do you remember the lore behind Joe Danger, Nick?
I don't know. I have never played Joe Danger. I've only ever played the Talos Principle.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Joe Danger, Talos Principle. No, you're thinking of Serious Sam.
Serious Sam. Then no.
Joe Danger is a side-scrolling trick game. It kind of looks like Arcadey Trials or something.
Yeah.
Your character Joe Danger, he's a stuntman. It's developed by Hello Games, and they're at the time it was like, oh my god, only 4 people developed this game. This looks incredible for a game made by 4 people. This is pre No Man's Sky. But it's funny, even back then, people were like, oh my god, he's only 20 years old. Like people, that's like the only thing people could talk about. 4 people.
Holy shit!
But Joe Danger was pretty cool. But Densha Attack is just that shit.
All right, I am ready to record when y'all are.
1 second.
Test. Yeah.
If I put y'all on the spot when we're talking about the under the radar games, would y'all be able to like
summon
stuff out of our ass?
Yeah.
Summon some shit. Yeah. Okay.
Easy.
Yeah.
Cool. Just making sure. I didn't want to like spring that on you and then have go.
That's how we always do these top 3s, Nick.
We're not doing a top 3
tonight.
Oh no! Did he prepare a top 3?
No. I mean, I hope he loaded up all the footage, but yeah, I think we're fine.
Yeah, we good.
All the footage is set.
It will be a single segment show.
Yeah, we'll see about that, bro. We'll see.
All right. I am recording. Let me know when y'all are ready.
1 sec.
I'm recording.
Test 1, 2. Okay.
Oh man, he put top 3. He put top 3 in the title for the podcast.
That's what we were discussing.
Shit. Oh, well, you didn't read the whole discussion. I suggested it, and then Brad was like, "Nah, I think we're good."
When does Escape Academy 2 come out? Is there a date for that? September 2026? Just a Royale pickup?
Bless. Should I feel, bless you? I don't know.
Nah,
Sorry.
not enough interest.
I'm still. I'm gonna grab some tissues.
This dude, man, you need to like get some Flonase or something. You think he goes to an allergy doctor? Can you have? I don't know. You know, Griffin. I was at an allergy doctor yesterday with Griffin, and
I took Flonase 15 minutes ago.
he got his blood draw, and he's still allergic to peanuts. They have to like check because it's like, well, if he's like completely not exposed at all to peanuts, then you don't know like, well, how severe is his allergy now?
Dang, that sucks.
And the blood tests are like semi-limited, and like what you can. I mean,
You're
he's
not
not
quite
allergic
certain
to
how he's
just
gonna
peanuts.
react.
He's allergic to like most nuts. But,
Most nuts.
But we're getting
I eat peanuts on the daily.
so two things are happening. He's starting elementary school in a few weeks, kindergarten for the first time, which is not. The school allows people to bring peanuts and stuff. It's not like it's preschool.
Yeah.
So we were kind of talking about that. But also we're getting a dog next
Really?
month. Yeah, that was always the plan. I guess, I mean, we've known that for years.
We didn't know this. Tell us.
I mean, have you already
we
like
don't
adopted
have the
like
dog yet? But the problem is his blood test kicked back a dog allergy. I mean, we've been around dogs.
Do you know what kind of dog it is yet?
No. We're
so you haven't
just
picked
gonna
the dog,
adopt
okay.
from a shelter. But we've had to wait. Like for years, Malia sent me pictures of like, let's get this dog, and the plan has always been, no, we're waiting until my wife works from home, right? And she
I'm stopping my recording, by the way, until we're ready to start.
Here I restarted.
It's fine. You keep
No,
talking. I'm just
the plan was that we can't get a new, because we're looking for a puppy or a younger dog, right? And we're not gonna do that when she also has to watch a kid and work a full-time job. So the plan was always, well, once Griffin starts real 5-day a week elementary school all day, or then we can have a dog. And yeah, now it's
that time is coming.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yep.
All right, we ready? I'm recording again.
I'm recording.
Are you recording, Chris Davis? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick roll call for the podcast, starting now with Brad.
Hello.
And Chris Davis.
Hello. I'm trying not to die.
Oh, yeah. Please do that.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome to 4Player Podcast. This is episode 882. It is July 23rd, 2026. I'm your host, Nick Henderson, joined tonight by the illustrious Brad Simons.
Yeah, illustrious.
And the illustrious Christopher Davis.
No, he can also be illustrious. What the fuck?
Give me another descriptor.
Lame? The lame?
The lame Chris Davis. I'm sorry, did you say the fantastique?
Yes.
I mean, that's just fun to say, so I guess I'll give it to you. The fantastique Chris Davis.
Can't get over this.
What are you?
Malia sent me this picture of, even through the camera and the blown out brightness, it's a picture of Griffin laying on the floor, and it looks photoshopped.
It does look
like
fake. I thought.
Doesn't it look like he's photoshopped into this picture, kind of?
Yes.
It's at an angle. I really can't see it.
In real life, it
does.
Even more.
It looks like he's laying on a pillow and there's no like shadow or weight to his head. You know?
Okay.
I've been losing my mind looking at this photo because it's like, are y'all like in Mexico? What's going on? This is not Y'all are not at the house. Anyways.
What is that? Anyways, guys, welcome to the show.
Oh, that was the, is this the podcast? Oh, hi.
Yeah, this is the podcast. I just did an introduction. That's how this works. We're now recording a
oh.
podcast. You may notice Crispy's not here tonight. He is out watching the Odyssey as we speak. You know, I think that's especially for a cinephile like him, and that's pretty important.
Oh, cinephiles going to see the Odyssey, not all of fucking America.
All
It's
of
a
America is going to
cinephile abandoning
Wait,
the
you're
podcast
muted
for a
again, Chris
movie
Davis.
like y'all have done so many times before. And
On
by
a
y'all,
Thursday.
I mean you, Nick.
Hey, there's a couple. There's only been a handful of movies where I'm like, I'm definitely skipping the podcast.
It's
for
not even
this.
opening night. He's just seeing a movie
No,
on
I know.
Thursday.
Yeah, he's just. I mean, but you know, the fact that he
You've done
hasn't
this
seen
at
it yet, I was a
least
little,
5 times, Nick. At least.
hey, that's just the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
That's
5
just the way
minimum.
this works.
Yeah.
5 to 15. over
My
over
wife's
the
not-
past 20 fucking years, it's been more than 5. But that's fine. It's fine.
I mean, that's true. I'll give it to you.
So I'm going to see it. I got 70 millimeter tickets film.
Yeah.
That's the best
Okay.
way to see it, right?
Yeah, I mean, arguably,
so.
yeah, I get. Yeah,
Okay.
that you're doing it right.
Okay.
Not that there's a wrong way to see it. That's people. That's been a big conversation around the whole thing. Just see it. Just see the fucking movie. It's a great movie. And yeah,
I'll go
I'm
see it
eager to
next week.
hear what Crispy thinks. Yeah, it's definitely it's one of those movies that's like 3 hours long, but it does not feel like 3 hours. Like by the time when it was over, I was like, that was 3 hours.
Can I say?
Mhm.
This is the kind of movie that's supposed to be 3 hours.
Yeah.
The
I mean, it's
problem is
epic.
when
It's
like Marvel movies are 3 hours, like, and have no fucking right to be.
you
This
mean like Avengers Doomsday is going to be 3 hours?
like all of the Marvel movies are 3 hours.
Well-
all of the Star Wars, like everything seems to be 3 hours. Even fucking comedies are too long.
I
Like-
think people conflate like I think the average like long movies are like when people say movies are long, they're usually referring to like two to 2.5 hours. Like I don't usually see movies because I look at runtimes a lot, and I don't usually see like holy shit, that's creeping up into like the 170 180 minute range. Like that's approaching 3 hours.
Yeah.
But you know, this is definitely one of them, and it's definitely one of the ones that like doesn't feel like it does, like it's not a drag. It's not you know, but when you walk, like when I walked out of the theater, at least I was like, damn, that was the fastest 3 hours I've ever spent in a movie theater. Is good. Yeah, so we'll hear from Crispy next week on that, I suppose. And Brad, you're gonna go see it soon.
Yeah. What's the difference
And-
between 70 millimeter and 70 millimeter IMAX? I need to look.
Well, one's on an IMAX screen.
What,
mean, that's-
IMAX is just bigger?
The whole the whole movie is filmed with an IMAX camera, but I guess if you don't see it on an IMAX screen, that's when you're getting like the kind of the slimmer aspect ratio. Like it's
Oh,
literally
I've been seeing
cropping the movie.
memes or whatever.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But anyways, what's been up, guys? What's going on? We got games to talk about, but we're also not in a
Yeah.
huge rush. What's the word? How's everybody doing?
Well,
Video games?
I mean, we're trying not to melt because it was 105 yesterday.
Dude. Yes. It's fucking stupid hot here.
I just don't understand. And there's a fucking tropical storm that's on its way that's going to scrape just right by us. Just perfectly
we'll
so
get-
we don't get a damn
maybe
thing.
we'll get some of the scraps. We'll get some of the scraps from it, maybe. I don't know.
Man, I don't know.
We'll see.
Mm. I watched through Spider Noir.
Oh yeah. What'd you think?
I didn't even realize that had come out yet. I like a bunch of it, and then there's a certain point to where it just decides to kind of give up on some things.
Okay.
I mean, like,
I didn't really get that, but like, I mean, I don't remember a lot of the specifics now at this point because I did watch it about a month ago.
oh, it came out over a month ago, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been out for like 2 months, 2-3 months.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize. Yeah, I watched it, and it's Nicolas Cage doing his best Jimmy Stewart impression, and he does a very good job of it for 6 episodes. And then starting with like the 6th or the 7th, he kind of just like tears up the script and says, "I'm just going to be Nicolas Cage now," and he starts doing.
I was getting Nicolas Cage from like moment one, but that's cool. That's fine. I mean, that was kind of the appeal for me. My question for you is obviously the question you ask everybody who watches this show, I suppose, which is, did you watch it in color or black and white?
Black and white.
Hell yeah. Good answer.
Yeah.
That's the right way to watch.
Every time
I see a screenshot of this show, they always show it in color, and I'm like, what?
That being
That's
said,
a behind the scenes photo, right?
There are some scenes in several episodes that are like, clearly they fucked up some of the color grading, because like you can see a real transition happen for like a frame, and it lasts for like 5 seconds, and then it switches back. So I don't know. They could have done a little bit more work on it. But
Brad, I don't know why you look so intense right now.
I'm reading about the
He's
Odyssey,
reading a book.
like no the screens and stuff, the IMAX and the 70 millimeter and the controversy. But
hey, get this. Don't ask me why, but I started watching the X-Files for the first time in my life.
For the first time in your life?
I mean, I've seen like episodes, like I've just probably seen like 10 episodes total, but like from all over the series. I've never sat down and watched it from episode 1.
Oh, weird.
Let me tell you guys.
That seems a little odd for you.
It is a little odd, but it's also like it's one of those shows where it's like this is a
it's old. You're too young for the X-Files.
Well, no. I mean, dude, one of my favorite shows of all time is Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and now the West Wing, which were both around the same time. So that's not entirely
Buffy.
fair.
But you didn't watch the West Wing till later, and Buffy skews younger than the X-Files.
Yeah, I mean, but also like I don't remember what year the West Wing was out, wasn't it?
I mean, it started like 99.
Oh, was it in 99?
No, it was later,
maybe it was much later.
Yeah.
Let me tell you guys, first of all, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm still so early that it still is like a Monster of the Week show, which is fine. And I knew there was going to be some jarring, like, oh my god, this is weird because it's the 90s stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
There are so many things in the first season of the show, at least, that I'm like, what the fuck are they talking? People don't do this. There was an episode I watched today where Scully pulls up something on a computer screen because she's going to show Mulder evidence of this thing, right? And she's showing like these audio waves that are like syncing up, and they sync up on the screen. It makes its point to the audience, to the characters, right? They're the same. She pulls out a red marker and circles it on the computer screen.
Well, it's a dry erase.
It'll be dry erase. It's okay.
And then she asked someone if she could borrow a phone to make a credit card call, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I know.
Are you enjoying it? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah, no. I'm enjoying it. I'm still so early that it doesn't have like I'm waiting for that like kind of like overarching plot to kick in, where there's like more than just the week to week stuff that you're watching.
Oh well, you're gonna wait a while.
Which apparently I looked it up. Apparently that's kind of starts to take shape in season 2, but that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. This is
I look
I'm like
forward
30
to
years
when you
late
find
on
the
this.
episode that is basically them doing the Lawnmower Man.
Dude, dude, the episode I watched today was literally talking about AI, and at one point in the episode, Scully says that the AI technology that you're talking about is decades away, and they're literally talking about modern day AI. I'm just like, that's crazy.
I mean, that's decades later, so that is kind of accurate.
I was like, it's very accurate. I was like, holy shit. But like all the stuff that they did to like depict like a rogue AI in the 90s, I was like, it's laughably bad. But whatever. I knew there was going to be episodes like that.
The Cops crossover episode is actually really good, in my opinion.
There's a Cops crossover episode?
Oh yeah, they do a whole thing with cops, and it's actually really good.
That's bizarre.
There's this monster that's going around LA that is killing people by making their worst fears come alive. And so it's a bunch of the cops cameramen following Mulder and Scully as they try to find this monster that is killing people via their worst fears.
That's like low key like supernatural crossing over with Scooby-Doo levels of like Maybe
I
not
mean,
quite
not wrong.
that
X Files gets pretty out
pretty
there.
out there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't realize because I was looking at on Hulu. I was like looking at how many there's 11 seasons, blah blah blah, and then I noticed the range. It said X Files from 1993 to 2018, and I was like, what? So I zoomed to the end of the series. I didn't. The last 2 seasons are from like 2017, 2018.
Yeah, they did a revival for a little
yeah.
while.
I know.
For a little while, they were
completely
gone for a
forgot.
very long time.
They were gone for like they were gone for
the
like
new
well
stuff
over a
is
decade.
not so. The new
Yeah.
stuff has its moments, I guess. But
Well,
it's
the,
not-
I
the
don't know.
problem
I'm
with
gonna-
the new
you know me,
stuff
I'm gonna
is
watch
that
it all.
they basically didn't do what the audience wanted, which was give us fucking closure over like the overall meta plot, and they never
Yeah.
did that.
there was
Not
that
even in
one
like the
good
movies
episode
they
with,
did or something.
I think Kumail Nanjiani's like I mean, it's like recent. It's like it feels recent. There was
Wait,
some
what are you
like there's
talking
like modern people in like the newer seasons or whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean it's not that old, but like they are just as a kind of a side thing. Like they're I don't know if you saw this, but they are bringing back the X Files, but like it's a new series, and I can't remember. Maybe somebody in chat remembers who's like the showrunner, but it's like I don't think it's Jordan Peele. Maybe it's Jordan Peele. Maybe I'm thinking of Jordan
That
Peele. Someone,
Nah.
somebody in chat, look it up because I can't do that. But
For what?
they're bringing back the X Files, like but like they're rebooting
Again?
it as like a
Oh,
new
Ryan
series
Coogler.
without Scully. Ryan
Oh.
Coogler.
Ryan
So,
Coogler. Is he really
with-
doing that? There's a
Yes,
new
he's
Resident
doing-
Evil trailer.
Yeah, dude, the Resident Evil trailer's sick. I'm so excited for that movie. Holy
You
shit!
should have put it in trailer
Uh,
talk.
Also, I didn't know this. I know y'all don't care. There's a new season of King of the Hill. I didn't even realize that it came back like last year, but I didn't even think it got renewed. But it's like the new season is just out. I love King of the Hill, and and it coming back was actually pretty good. So, you know, I've been watching stuff. Well, I've been watching all kinds of stuff. But one of the things that I've been watching recently with Malia that's been like weirdly entertaining is like the Tales from the Crypt from like the early 90s, like on HBO or whatever.
Yeah,
Like that's like a fun show. Like, and I was surprised by some of the actors I was recognizing and stuff. And I'm like, oh man, I didn't know this shit was like kind of peak.
yeah.
Which
I
there
watched that
supposedly
back
is a
in the day.
revival of Tales from the Crypt coming.
No,
Dude, there's a
no,
revival of everything
that
coming.
already exists. And I think I've seen, wait, no, I get that mixed up with Creep Show. I've seen like the newer Creep Show, but that's anyways, whatever.
Anyways, let's move on. This is enough random banter. Let's talk about video games.
We have to.
So yes, we have to. Before we
Okay.
get into the games that we've been playing that we're going to talk about, which includes Chris Davis's mystery game, by the way, which he still hasn't told us what it is.
If you
Wait,
would have
wait,
hopped
no,
up on the
Brad.
PS5 anytime in the past week, you would have seen it.
PS5? You're playing
I
a
have not-
PS5 JRPG? Oh man.
I did not. I did
thought it
boot
was
up my
something
PS5.
from, like, PS1 or PS2. This is lame.
How disappointing. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll find out what that is a little bit later in the show. But I did something a little different this week. So instead of asking people to ask us questions for icebreakers, I decided to put a question out to our supporters on Patreon to get their responses to a specific question. And I wanted to go over some of their answers because we're about halfway through the year. And I asked people like what games are still coming in the back half of 2026 that you think are flying under people's radar. We got a few answers to this. We put the trailers for the games that they nominated into Trailer Talk. We watched those before the show, but I wanted to read some of the comments here and maybe throw out a few of our own while we're at it. So our first comment comes from Zanny. He says, "I played the Restory Chill Electronics Repair demo, and I had a great time. It's a real nostalgia throwback, cozy gadget repair game with some fun characters." We watched the trailer for this. Looks fun.
Looks
Like
neat.
you're,
I played a demo of it.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, but I mean, I guess it's supposed to just be chill and
It's
nostalgic.
It's chill nostalgia bait because you're like fixing like a PlayStation 1, and I think I saw there was a PSP. I think I saw a DS in there, but they're all like off-brand thing. They don't say it, but like obviously it's what it is when you look at it. But looks chill, looks fun. He also says
They're very
otherwise,
close. It's not like it's It's very close to the original. They basically just changed the name, and I believe even like some of the components, like the insides, look like they do on the real thing. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He says, otherwise, I think Dawn of War 4 is getting forgotten about as people think it will be average, but the latest gameplay videos look really good. Looking like it
Interesting.
has what made the
Carlos
first
Slop.
one good.
Carlos Slop.
Dawn of War is Carlos Slop?
Yeah. He really likes the original a whole bunch. It's like one of his faves. or
Dawn of
some
War
shit.
1 is a
Yeah.
really fun game.
So
Isn't this more like the original one and less?
I mean,
like
that's
the,
what his comment is saying.
the
This feels
relic,
like closer to the first one.
They
I
kind of
mean-
turned it into like Company of Heroes with like the sequels, I think. But
I mean, it was Company of Heroes just with a Warhammer 40k sheen, and then they switched it to
Two
more of like a
very
hero thing.
no.
it-
Or Company of Heroes. Well, whatever.
Co-
Two
it-
was the one that was more
You're thinking
like
about Company of Heroes 2, yeah.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Dawn of War 2 was more like Company of Heroes, I should say.
I mean, yeah,
whatever.
everything got caught up in the MOBA craze back then. Everything had to be fucking heroes.
Yeah, it's like a hero, some small squad game.
I
but
just
whatever.
wanted to base build. That's all I wanted. They stripped
Yeah.
that out from the
There's
sequels.
got to be.
But isn't it back? Isn't it not back in this one?
I mean, I haven't been paying attention, so.
What else we got?
Piost says, I'm looking
Piost.
forward to Ink Blood. We watched the trailer for this. The Golden Idol games were a lot of fun, and I could use another detective game to play. I really like the art style as well.
Dude, I have a detective game for you, Pio.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the incident at Galley House tonight, which is now on my radar thanks to Brad, and I'll probably be playing a little bit of that this week, but we'll talk about it. But yeah, Ink Blood looks really cool because it's got the like kind of the horror vibe to it, but it's also it's got the Golden Idol vibe, but a little bit more, leaning more horror-esque, I suppose. Definitely looks like my jam. I have wish listed that one myself. And then Shop Creeper says Neverway is looking to be fantastic. Is looking to be fantastic. A problem I've always had with cozy games and farm simulators is that they tend to be so cozy that I can't stay focused and eventually drift off into being bored. This game has enough weird visuals and interesting story that I can't help but be excited for the release. We were talking about it during trailer talk, and we talked about kind of this weird subgenre of horror that has started to emerge, which is
Cozy horror.
I guess cozy horror.
Specifically farming. I can, off the top of my head, I could think of at least 3 Stardew Valley likes with a horror twist. Maybe 4. But yeah, there's a lot.
It's you know, it's a weird subgenre, but I'm here for it. I think it looks cool. I actually have never played a farming simulator before. Never even played fucking
Stardew Valley or
Stardew
Harvest
Valley,
Moon.
thank you.
Harvest Moon.
Or Harvest Moon. So maybe I will make Neverway the first one that I try. He also says, bonus, if you want an underrated game from the first half of this year, may I suggest Rubato? I will not describe what it is. The trailer tells you everything you need to know. Like I said, we watched it during trailer talk. It's a frog game, which is another weird subgenre
that came out earlier this year. It looks neat. It's
Brad
very
said-
crazy. It feels like almost like a Wario World. I mean, not Wario World, Wario Land inspired.
And what was it you said? This is actually low key the year of the frog.
Oh yeah, no, high key year of the frog.
High key year of the
So
frog.
many frogs.
So many frog games.
Grand
so yeah,
games
guys,
are out,
thank you.
frog games are in.
Yes. Thank you guys for your answers. Appreciate it. I'm going to try and do this from week to week. If I have a relevant question or discussion topic that I want to get everybody's feedback on. Before we move on, what are some games y'all might throw out that you think are flying under the radar in the back half of 2026?
Gosh, Nick, you're kind of catching me off guard. I wish I had some. I would have known ahead of time. You know, I can't
Shut
just
up.
pull
Shut up,
shit
bitch.
out of my ass on the spot. No.
I mean, if you wanted to-
specifically like upcoming or like,
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the question was upcoming.
Upcoming. Things that have yet to release.
Yeah. You know, I'm curious. Well, I can't even say that. There's supposed to be a new Professor Layton game coming, which no one's talking about. But like,
we don't
are we
have a
just
date
not
yet.
trusting level 5?
I mean, you know, I certainly trust it. I'm super excited for that game. but
But,
it is.
it's
It,
been
it,
level 5's track record for delaying games and not talking about them has been so bad. But oh, here's one. Battle Vision, which got recently renamed. It used to be called Battle Vision Network, which was it
arguably
was
better
born
name.
as a Might and Magic Clash of Heroes spiritual successor, but it was going to be it was going to be a multiplayer only game. Like you were going to play versus other players, but they decided or Netflix was publishing, but they dropped them. So they're not doing that anymore, probably because it's more expensive to make an online game. So they're converting it into a single player roguelike. That's what they've been doing all year. And they dropped, it makes sense. They dropped network from the title because it's no longer even an online game. But let me tell you, and it's by Cappy, who's made lots of cool games like Super Time Force and Critter Crunch and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes, which I love. And but anyways, Battle Vision Network, I'll say, is a cool name. Battle Vision, just by itself, doesn't really do it. I don't like it.
It doesn't pop off the same way. It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Also, the Dice Vaders, which is from the creators of Star Vaders, but is more explicitly a game that's like Balatro, is coming out, and I played a bunch of the demo, and it's very good. So I can't wait for that. But it's not one that it's going to stay under the radar.
Yeah.
And you know what? The last one I want to say is I'm a little worried about it because the series has never actually been super popular, believe it or not. It's Castlevania Belmont's Curse, which is crazy because Dead Cells was an enormous hit as an indie.
Oh yeah.
Like I think they've sold like 10 million plus copies, which is huge for an indie game. But I don't think Castlevania has never like Dead Cells has probably sold more than like all Castlevania games.
The question becomes:
weirdly,
is Castlevania going to benefit from being associated with the developers of Dead Cells, or is Castlevania going to bring down the sales and the attention because it's Castlevania?
I think it's gonna the thing that's gonna help it the most is coming out around October and Halloween, because it's a crazy back third of the year, right? Between all the stuff that's coming out in September and October, and then also GTA, I feel like this just might get kind of ignored, which makes me sad because I want Castlevania to pop off. But if the timing is right and it's on the right platforms, a series that has traditionally kind of struggled can do really well. It's how Metroid Dread, if it wasn't for the Switch, it probably would have underperformed, but because everything on the Switch 1 sold really well, it became the best-selling Metroid game. So
right,
this doesn't really have that advantage. So I don't know.
I don't know. We'll see.
What about you, Chris Davis?
It is a good point.
I mean, if you want a game that is going to be flying under the radar, that'd be Ace Combat 8. But
it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
It's gonna be fine.
All the previews are very, 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 very positive about it. But anyway, no, an actual answer. There's Tenebrous Somnia.
I was actually going to mention that.
Yeah,
that's like the horror with the live action,
point and click adventure with the live action. Yeah, which comes out in October. One of the few October games that we know about so far.
Wait, what? Dude, I'm looking at my release schedule. I have 8 games coming out in October that I actively want to play.
Sorry, I mean in a horror capacity. That's what I meant to say.
I hope Blighted makes it from Drinkbox. I love Drinkbox and Blighted.
Yeah, that
looks cool.
They've been very quiet about Blighted. They've been very
I'm in
quiet.
their Discord, and their Discord is inactive. I mean, like there's just not a lot of people in there talking about the game, and I'm just God, hurts my stomach, honestly.
To Chris Davis's point, just to throw this out there, because one of the one game that I definitely wanted to mention, and I don't necessarily think it's flying under the radar in this. I mean, I guess it is, just because I think it's an indie horror game, and I think by its very nature, that's going to fly under the radar. But it's very positively received so far for people who play the demo, except for Chris Davis. Silver Pines, that has catapulted to the near top of my most anticipated list for the back half of the year. So I would encourage people to go check out the demo for that. That is a perfect spooky October game. and
Okay.
it speaks very much to like my love of Silent Hill, but while also doing kind of like the Metroidvania thing, and that's
It's a
that's
free
kinda
demo.
neat.
You can certainly play it.
It is a free demo that I think is worth playing. So check it out. What else do you have, Chris Davis?
I
You said
was
you had another
gonna.
one.
This isn't guaranteed to come out this year because the developer has a history of saying things and being quiet for a long time. But 45 Parabellum Bloodhound, which is from Sukumon. They're the developers of one of my favorite games from 2015, Valhalla, Cyberpunk Bartending Action.
I knew that was gonna be the one.
Stop being
Yeah.
a coward and draft the game or bid on the game then.
I mean, if he gives me a firm release date, sure. But he has stopped and started two
gotta
different
be firm,
projects in the
though.
past 10 years. So I will,
But there's like a release
will-
window for that, isn't there? Like it is supposed
supposedly
to be coming this year.
the release window is summer/fall 2026. It's
better
summer.
than winter. Yeah.
I will.
All right.
I will wait. But I'm looking forward to it.
Anyways, guys, thank you for indulging the question this week. I'll try to do that going forward. So if you want to support us on Patreon, that's a great way to kind of be a part of the larger conversations we're having on the show here. Would love to hear your feedback. I'll also start posting the same question in the Twitch supporters channel so we can pull some answers from that. So if you're a subscriber on Twitch, I'll start doing it in both places. So make sure you're in our Discord at discord.gg/4player. If you want to support the show through Patreon, you can find us at patreon.com/4player. And we'll keep going with this and see how it goes for the foreseeable future. Now, Brad's got a bunch of games.
I have video
open one?
games.
Okay,
Let's
so
just-
here's what we're gonna do. Brad, you're gonna hit us with one game, and then
Okay.
we're gonna pass it over to Chris Davis so he can tell us what this mystery game is, and then we're
Okay.
gonna pass it back to you to do the other two games.
Okay.
That's the plan. I'm gonna let you
Yeah.
pick which game you talk about first.
Let's talk about the incident at Galley House. That's what I've
Hell
been
yeah.
playing the most of. I've been playing this the last few nights with Malia. We like our deduction, detective, puzzle games. Although I feel like we haven't played one together in a while. Or no, we played what's the one from last year? The Irish
Blake Manor.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Blake Manor.
Blake Manor.
This isn't really like that. This is
The
well,
Seance
it
of
is
Blake
kind of.
Manor. Thank you.
Seance of Blake Manor.
There we go. I knew I'd get
So
there.
like this is actually a reimagining of another game called Type Help, which I mean it's a remake essentially. Well, it's more than just a remake because the original game, it's the same story and characters and it is very much a who done it in a manner kind of story, right? But the original game Type Help was just like a text parser. Like you were just typing text into a screen and you were getting
it was
text
a text-based mud?
Yes, not a mud. Mud is a very different thing. No,
But it was
just
text-based.
a text-based. It was the same game essentially, but it
It
wasn't.
didn't have an
there
art
was-
style.
It didn't have an art style, and there was no like voice acting or anything. You were just typing into a prompt, and you were figuring out this mystery of like who killed this person or persons over the course of this day and night in this house, this galley house, this I don't know British manor of sorts.
Mhm.
But the way it works and the way it makes what makes it like a logic deduction game, it's very Oberdin, very Her Story, very like you have limited information and you're trying to you actually have a machine in this. I've seen like some games like this with a machine. A TR-49, which came out early in the year, was kind of like that. But you're going into a situation. You kind of like follow like a main character of sorts, but it's not really your character. You're the person who's like using this machine to try to figure out this mystery. And the way it works, because the mechanics of it are sort of the game. It's very like Return of the Oberdin, where something has happened and people are dead. You know people are dead going into this story, but you're sort of and your goal is to like find scenes from that day, from that night, right? Where these things happened and people started dying.
When you say find scenes,
Find
what do
scenes,
you
and I'll
mean?
explain. You have this machine, and you don't know like who the players are. Like you don't know who's who. We so it's like if you're watching the footage, you see like people, right? There are people
hmm
and they have names. Like when I started playing the game, like it was just like like they were silhouettes, person number 1, person number 2, person number 3. Nobody had names, nobody had like avatars. I
Right.
had to figure that out through like conversations, through scenes, to figure out, well, who's who, what's that person's name, what
It's
does he
almost like
look
what they did in
like.
Oberdin,
You
but with Oberdin, they were all dead.
essentially that, where I have to figure out who's who by following these conversations. But like the twist in this game is figuring out how to trigger those scenes by using this machine. And the way it works is like for example, this is a room with all of these rooms that you would see in a house, right? You have to, the only way you can get a scene to trigger, which it becomes a viewable scene that you get new information from. This is definitely like a jot down notes kind of game, right? Is to, you have to know like at what hour, in what room, and who was in that room. Only until that you get that, and there is a timeline that you can follow, and as you uh if you get all that right and you plug it into the machine of where I think at this hour, this person, this person, this person, and this person were in this room, and you pull the lever, and if you're right, it shows the scene. But like something like a Her Story or an Oberdin, you're working with very limited information, right? Like you could, in theory, find like a scene from late in the story, or the events of the story where people are
Oh.
dying and killing each other, if you had knowledge of maybe who would be one, have you even discovered and identified all the people within the galley house, and two, like you know, you don't know who's interacting with who, right? So you kind of have to follow what limit, like from scene 1, what limited information is presented to you in these conversations in these very short scenes. And so you're constantly looking for clues, like, oh, I'm going upstairs to, I'm going to go check on this person, right? Like you're taking notes of like, okay, if that's true, then that means in the next hour he's probably going to be in this room with talking to this person. Also, Blake Manor was kind of like this. Just
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
the mechanics are very different, and how you sort of discovered these scenes. But you start hearing things like during a scene, like a loud thunderclap in the distance, or like a knock on a door on the other side of the
Sheets
house, or
clapping.
like plates crash onto the ground, and you're like, wait a minute, that means something was happening in this other room at this exact same time that this thunderclap happened. And you have like a search prompt or whatever, so you can search, wait a minute, pull up every conversation that mentioned thunderclap in it, right? Because those, even the sounds are in text, searchable text, right? And it's all about getting just enough information of like, to like find more scenes, much like a Her Story or something. And so it's set up in such a way where you're very confused when you start it. You don't know who's who. You don't know their names. You don't know their relationships. And
I love
it's
it.
like that for a reason. It's all about trying to put the bigger picture together so you can start figuring out what the fuck is going on, which
Dude,
is
I'm a
neat.
huge fan of this genre that seems to solely exist to make you feel like the smartest person
And it's good. It,
in the
it, it,
world.
and it does that well, just like the best of the genre does, because you're just hanging on to every word, and you're constantly like rewatching scenes. Like, wait a minute, now that I understand more what I'm looking for, and I understand this relationship better, this completely recontextualizes an earlier scene that I saw, and something that was originally confusing is now like very clear what's happening, or like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I know exactly what that crash was at the other end of the house, and I think I know who was maybe in that room. And like those sorts of like revelations, and like following
Feels
like
good. Yeah.
crazy ideas, and you're like turning all these knobs, right? Because you're like, this person, this person, this person, not at 7 but maybe 8, was probably in there. And there's a lot of like, oh, it doesn't work. Oh, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Ah, that's a crazy theory. That's a crazy theory. But when you get it right, and all of a sudden, like you wait and you see the scene load in, you're like, oh shit, what's about to happen? A lot of cool moments like that.
That's my jam. I
Body
do want to
starts
say
showing
the machine,
up, and you're like, wait a minute, they were
the
unaccounted
machine,
for.
the machine they're using looks like a Guess Who.
It is kind of, well, it's not. It's not functionally like Guess Who, but that is the first thing I thought.
It
of.
looks like Guess Who with lots of knobs and switches and levers on the side.
This game was
cool.
kind of hard to like capture footage for because this is me just sort of playing the game with Malia, and I don't really know how to like make it. You know, we're trying to find scenes and stuff and like put the mystery together, but it isn't like visually represented in such a way that makes sense to just.
I mean, it's fine. Like any game from the genre, if you're going to show like footage of it, I could say the same thing about Oberdin or Seance of Blake Manor. Like you just like when you're watching it, unless you've been playing the game up until that point with all the context and all the revelations, like visually speaking, it may not make sense. Like you may
this
not
is
be
one
able
of
to
those games that you can never play again, right? You know, like because you know this is a one-time experience, but you know it's fun.
I will
like,
say this:
yeah.
I feel like I could go back and replay Oberdin. Like I feel like I've forgotten everything about Oberdin.
Yeah.
Aside from the base concept, like I couldn't tell you what the revelations
were. That's true. I think once you get far enough away from, especially Oberdin, which has a very like it's very stylized, so it's like harder to like. The visuals are standout, but it's hard to like these faces. I'm probably not going to forget these faces. You know, half a decade from now. Oberdin is very abstract with its visuals, so I probably will forget a lot about it. But it's also the kind of thing where I bet you'd be surprised like how much starts coming back to you as you start playing because it was just a really good, memorable game. One of the cool things in this game about assigning like the vision, like you have all these pictures and their pictures have descriptions of like kind of what these people had on them and stuff when maybe their body was found or whatever. Like, oh, this dude had like a pocket watch in his pocket, right? And then so you're watching these scenes and you're like, oh, this guy just found a pocket watch and put it in his pocket. So he might be this dude. So you get used to going, oh, Tony looks like this person. I know exactly who that person is. You're watching all these scenes with him being like a very specific kind of, you know, like you associate this person with this visual based on a decision you made earlier in the game. And then all of a sudden you watch a scene where he loses the pocket watch and someone else finds it. And you're like, wait a minute. I've had this wrong the whole time. That's not that guy at all. That's some other fucking guy. And now you don't know what Tony looks like at all. You're like, so you have those sorts of like it makes sense that you would have drawn that conclusion early on, but as the story unfolds, it becomes way more complicated. And you can, if you watch a trailer for that game, it even kind of shows you through the trailer that sometimes you'll be like having to like, oh no, I've had this wrong. This is actually this person.
Time to reverse engineer everything I thought I knew. And find out, you know, where the branching point is.
But I think the visual is such an important part of like using your brain to deduce things that like early on in the game when everyone was just faceless, I was just so desperate to like put a face on a blob because it helped my brain. I guess I'm a very visual person. It helped my brain like understand a scene better if I just had someone attached to a speaking blob. Even though like those weren't necessarily right, but it's definitely like led to more confusion in certain ways. But it's really good. It's really fun. Like Oberdin or like some of these other games, like early on in the game, I triggered like a scene that happens in like the 26th hour, I guess, like, or the 26th scene where someone dies and I'm like, oh, wait a minute, that's fucking crazy. Should I try to figure out scenes that are going on here or should I just go back to the story from go back to earlier scenes and kind of follow more chronologically? But like Oberdin does that, right? Where you kind of like skip to like all of a sudden there's like a giant squid. You're like, what the fuck is going on? I was not ready for this. Yeah.
It's Seance of Blake Manor does similar things too. Like you stumble into like storylines and make revelations about things that technically are way ahead of where you actually are in the grand scheme of things.
Very fun.
This looks cool.
The Incident at Galley House. Apparently all of these games have to have like 3 or like 4 like the Return of the Oberdin, the Seance of Blake Manor, the Incident at Galley House. They
Yeah.
can't just be one word titles. What the fuck?
Nope. Guess afraid not. All right. Gonna pass it over to Chris Davis, and the moment has come.
Yes.
The moment
All
has
right, I hope
come
y'all
to
are ready.
finally close the door on the biggest controversial game of the past several weeks.
This motherfucker. This is gonna be the most
Doom: The
underwhelming
Dark Ages
reveal.
Revelations.
Nah, we don't.
No.
That. More Doom. You
I'll
got
talk.
Spear.
I'll talk
Come
about that in
on.
my 4-player minute because I have thoughts that I want to share. That, yeah.
We want to hear
Okay,
about the
good man.
JRPG.
The JRPG.
Japanese developed.
The
Yes.
Japanese RPG that
I'm
he
going to go
wouldn't
with.
reveal.
I have a
Which-
guess. I have a guess.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Atelier Ryza 3.
No.
My guess has and remains Eternal Sonata. I don't know why.
Telling you no. Why do you? Why
Well,
do you not understand that?
Tell us
I
what it
like
is. Damn
Eternal
it.
Sonata. I
Persona
have played
4.
Eternal Sonata. I don't need to play it again. I kind of
I have
want to
also,
because
yeah.
you keep telling me that name.
That's-
No,
my work here is done.
I've
What
been
is
playing.
this game?
I've been playing a game that we were looking forward to that I don't think anyone actually played when it came out, and I didn't know why. So what I wanted to play it, and it was Grand Blue Fantasy Relink.
I was like, I think I know what he's about to say when you said that, and I couldn't remember the name of the game. Okay.
Yeah,
We thought
Only
this was
because
gonna
we
be like
heard
a
it was
deep-
like kind of mid.
I don't
Did
think
we?
that was the case. Nah, I think it reviewed pretty well.
I heard. Yeah,
But-
I heard it was okay.
This was one of those games that was on my radar, and I wanted to play it, but I had to make some tough choices, and it didn't quite make the cut. But anyways, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad somebody
They did.
finally
They
played
did
it.
just have DLC that came out.
Yeah, and that was my inspiration for playing this. Was this new?
I also
content,
think
which is
you-
called Endless Ragnarok.
I do feel like you kind of led us to believe that you were about to talk about a game from like the early 2000s. But whatever.
Oh, I think
That's
we were
Like
just
saying the
hoping.
words JRPG.
Also, calling this a
Yeah.
JRPG is like not really. It is against the spirit of the hype.
It is
Like,
Japanese. You are role playing in a video game.
That's fair. That's fair. He's got a point.
You know.
Anyways, how is
Anyways.
Grand Blue Fantasy Relink?
The story is half incomprehensible, half I don't really care. Because
Oh,
it
neither of
feels
those
like
things
it's
are good.
it feels like it's an in media res story for which you're going on a typical JRPG journey to a far off land to reunite with your father, and you've got a
It's not
companion
in
who
media
has the
res. This is an existing like franchise. That's what it
is,
is.
yeah,
You're
it
hopping
is.
into like a franchise that has existed in the mobile space.
yeah.
You know, so
But-
that's probably
but-
why it feels like you're just thrown to the wolves, if you will. No
I mean, the
pun
thing about it is that
intended.
the way they backfill the story for you, it's what's called fate episodes, and it's basically screens of text that voice actors read over as their characters to tell you what they did for XYZ amount of time up until a certain point. And it's tedious,
Dry.
it's
Dry.
dry, and it is not worth engaging in, but you want to engage in it because as a reward for doing those fate episodes, you get stat bonuses, permanent stat bonuses for your characters.
What?
So
They lock stat bonus?
Can you tell us
bonuses?
more like the structure? Like what? Why are you playing this? I mean, like it's not really like your typical Chris Davis shit. Like this is.
I'm playing this because I wanted to play this years ago. I never got around to it. It's been sitting on my shelf for years, and
Oh,
they
you
announced this
bought
new
it.
DLC. I was like, okay, I don't have much else in July I want to play. This is the perfect time. Let's do it then. So
Can
I'm
I
doing
ask
that.
why you bought it or when you bought it? Like you bought it. How much did it cost when you bought it?
I bought it when it was like $30. It was like 2024, something like that.
Man, when did this game come out? I thought this was newer than that.
You're such an enigma, dude. This is like weeb shit, dude. You don't really play this stuff.
What are you talking about? He played fucking Blue Reflection.
Yeah, and,
Yeah.
and it was weird at the time. And then he's just played military shooter since.
I mean, that's-
when you put it like that, that's the funniest shit. It's
Yeah,
either
it's
like
weird.
the weebiest of shit followed by military shooters,
I mean, it's fine, but like,
followed by Doom.
You know,
You know-
like if I brought this to the show, you'd probably be a little more like, okay, yeah, sure, I guess, right? But like this game did start with like platinum games, like
Yes.
assisting with like the combat and stuff.
Yes,
but you
and
don't
the-
also don't play platinum game stuff. So
I
it's
I have played platinum games, sir.
Played Revengeance, right?
Yes.
Don't you hate Revengeance?
I hated Revengeance when I first played it like over 10 years ago because in my brain I couldn't process the parry mechanic, so I couldn't get it down. Sekiro fixed that for me. I understand and appreciate parries now, and so I played it a couple years ago and I had a really good time.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Can
not
you
put him
name,
on.
wait. Name 2 more platinum games.
Oh my god.
2 more platinum games that I have played or
credits,
that I know
credits. You
about.
pick credits.
You're putting me on the spot here. I can't think. Brain no good.
Motherfucker.
We'll come back to that question later.
You were
Anyway.
adamant. You were indignant.
Tell us about the weeb shit, man. I want to know. I want to hear
Yeah.
about like what are the costumes and shit.
I
Maybe?
mean,
don't know.
there are alternate costumes that you have to buy. This is a very monetized game. There is like $80 worth of DLC you can purchase for this game. That
Which
is
you didn't
nothing.
do.
Which I did not do. No.
Okay.
And even then, the new expansion, which is $25, does not include any of that other content. So
Jeez.
they are monetizing the fuck out of this. And
Well, it is coming from the mobile space originally, so that's
Yeah, it
Grand
kind of
is.
Blue's
like,
It
a
is.
mobile series. That's not so
Yeah.
they're just treating it like a mobile game on a much bigger scale.
I mean, yeah, there's the gotcha element is front and center with this game, because there's like about 20, 30 different characters that you can unlock with these cards that you use to unlock characters. I'm using one of them in this footage with me. Her name is Zeta. And she comes souped up and she has she's like level 20 when all my guys are like level 10 or 15. But she's really good in the fight because she was the only person I have right now that is fire based. So anyway, no, the gotcha's
How much
front
has
and
you
center.
played?
I mean, granted, that's why I wanted to wait till next week because I've only played like 8-ish
I
hours.
mean,
of
it's
it.
eight
That's
hours
fine,
is fine.
that's fine.
As long as you don't say like 30 minutes, then we're good. We're
I
good.
mean,
That's only happened
45
once.
8 hours in a JRPG is basically 45
No,
minutes.
no.
in
I think I
blind
remember
horror
hearing
game.
that this game is not actually that long.
Yeah, that's
It's not
another
like-
reason I wanted to play it was that it's not supposed to be a 100-hour epic. It's supposed to be like, for the main story, it's supposed to be like 30, 40 hours, something like that.
You know, the perfect length for a video game.
I mean, yeah,
if-
Claire Obscure was
I
about
would
30, 40
argue.
hours. But,
Yeah.
No, it
and
wasn't.
was-
Maybe for you, but
I mean, it could be completed in 30, 40 hours. I put like 80 hours into it in my first run. So
the main story, just main story is 15 hours. Main story plus sides is 32 hours. Or how
Okay.
long to beat like average is 27 hours, which is pretty good.
yeah.
yeah,
But the
I can see
main
the appeal.
Yeah. So I don't really care for the narrative that much. The visuals are really good. I like how they do a lot of the cinematography in the game, how they have a lot of grand vista shots where if I see it in the distance I can go to. It feels like there's some quite a bit of From Software kind of Vista inspiration going on here, which is good. But the real draw of the game is the combat loop, and the combat loop is really good. I've only been playing with the main character thus far. I really haven't tried to do any breaking up with other characters. But
That feels like what you're supposed. I mean, is it at least a lady?
my entire
I
team is
think-
ladies.
Yeah, but I say,
Okay,
I was
thank
like, it
God.
looks like
Thank
he's rolling
fucking
with an
God.
entire team of ladies.
Thank God.
Which-
I was gonna say.
good.
And all the
Good
characters
man.
I'm unlocking are ladies first. So like
Okay,
Hell
okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I have priorities, sir. No, the what I'm liking so far with all the characters is that they all feel like they have their own unique mechanic. They're not necessarily that diverse in their capabilities, but they do feel distinct, which I don't know. In some games, it can be really rough to tell unless you're looking at
are-
those character models.
Are you primarily controlling one character in battle, and the other ones are just operating
Yes,
under
that's what
like?
he
Yeah,
said.
you can't
Okay.
you can't switch between characters as far as I'm aware, or they haven't taught you that yet. Because it keeps unlocking and informing you of new mechanics as you go on. Uh,
Yeah.
but you can switch for different quests to a different character to primary, which
Okay.
I haven't gotten to, but I know you can. Uh,
Okay.
I the combat is just quite good here.
It's
I
fun. It's
love
flashy. It's fast.
it's flashy. It's very fast. It's got a fun dodge parry mechanic they got going on. The synergy, the link bursts, which the game is named for, which are your super special attacks, which I think I do against this mini boss here, against this golem. It's just the right amount of flashy, all the right amounts of damage numbers popping up, all the music swelling, and all your characters going in for a grand attack. It feels good. It is fun. That being said, I don't really care about what's going on with the story because it feels so transparent as to what it wants to be.
That can be such a bummer in trying to get through any RPG. I feel like.
Yeah.
I mean,
The
even
the,
when like combat is as good as this, it's like if all the shit in between doesn't like inspire you, it's I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
struggle with that.
you're just saying reasons I was like sort of not that interested in playing this.
yeah.
Especially because I heard like the quest design and stuff felt very like mobile kind of. Nah,
I mean,
it's
no,
just- I
you're
don't
not
know.
wrong. Like a bunch of the side quests that you can go on are just battle arenas or returning to a previous map that you've gone through to do X, Y, Z against a number of enemies. That's really how a lot of that flows. Other than that, most of the side quests that you find are just go find X amount of item and bring it back to me. So there's no real like, oh, I'm going to play as this character and I'm going to go do this on their special story side quest. No, so far 8 hours in, there's none of that. There might be.
It just
I don't
reminded
know.
me of Genshin Impact, but
I
like
mean-
without all the cool Breath of the Wild stuff.
Yeah, but like this is
I
the
almost-
link attack, and it just all four of you. I have it set up to where all of my characters trigger their 100% link attack together to do a full burst on the enemy and do a metric fuck ton of damage, and it feels good every time.
I almost feel like because a lot of the stuff you're saying that you like about this makes me think that you would actually really enjoy Monster Hunter Stories 3 because
Yeah.
on top of that stuff, like all the flashy combat and like they have an equivalent of like the link attacks in that game too, but like on top of that, like the story and the characters are compelling and interesting from the very beginning. So
Yeah.
I don't know, just a thought. Maybe that's something you might want to consider.
I mean, I'll look into it.
Even though you're not like a huge Monster Hunter guy.
Is it on PS5?
Wait, Yeah, it
Yes,
Or-
yes.
I played it.
It's
on
also-
PS5.
It's also in our
Yes.
family
Steam
our
library.
library.
Yeah,
Oh,
give it
okay.
a shot.
Okay, I'll think about that.
That's where I've been playing it.
Yeah.
I think there's 2 copies actually.
The other thing I want to point out about this, and you can understand immediately, kind of like why the combat is the way it is because this game is designed for co-op. You can have a 4-player co-op experience with this game. It feels like it definitely wants to be with that, especially with the amount of health that mini bosses and even bosses get, the amount of time it takes to complete a boss fight, and just the nature of all the battle arenas that happened in this game. There is so little content in the game that is designed outside of the main quest line to take you on single player experiences or single player only experiences.
Yeah.
Which is disappointing, but again, the enemy variety in this game, the amount of different attacks and sequences they get, how do I
There's
put this?
appeal.
There's appeal. It doesn't feel like every mini boss or boss I find has minion derivatives. They all feel unique and they all have their own kind of interesting and very flashy combat styles.
Okay.
I keep finding new bosses and new mini bosses that don't feel recycled in any way, shape, or form, and I really like that. There a lot of these games, like I'm not really that much looking forward to combat. It's just a thing. In this, I'm really looking forward to combat. I'm going out of my way to do quests for resources that I don't need. So yeah,
cool.
This game is
by
cool.
the way, just a nice sentiment. Somebody in chat, Bognoise, says, I wouldn't have played 13 Sentinels without Chris Davis.
Whatever.
I knew that would trigger.
I'd have been playing. I was still gonna. I was always gonna play that.
Yeah, and then
it's still installed on my PS5.
Motherfucker, just fucking play it. Just fucking play it, Nick.
Well, my wife is gonna be out of town for the next 5 days. So I'm gonna have a lot of free time on my hands,
bro. There's
and
cool stuff to play. Don't.
I got stuff to play, but like that could be one. That could be.
I love 13 Sentinels. I just don't think it's a Nick game.
But like you also said that about Final Fantasy Tactics, I think, and I've now spent almost 40 hours in that game.
And you just said not 10 minutes ago that this doesn't look like Chris Davis shit. And yet I'm really having a good time.
No,
I think the real
you're hard to pin down.
I think the real thing here is that we don't even really know what we don't. You're
know.
hard to pin down. We don't know what Chris Davis slop actually is because.
Well, I mean, we know you like jets and like rubble buildings and retro helicopter games or whatever,
and
right?
kaijus.
Yeah.
It's
that stuff is consistent, but like everything else beyond that is just like
he likes
random, dude. It's random, like you're rolling dice.
He likes dark military shooters, sci-fi, violent sci-fi epics,
jets and
jets, and kaijus. But then every once in a while, he just sprinkles a dash of like weeb in there.
Yeah.
When was the last time I played a military shooter? I can't tell you the answer to that question.
I mean, I really think
Doom is a fucking military shooter.
That is
think about it.
Kind of true.
You know, when you
Battlefield 6
feels mean,
Battlefield
and
6.
I want you to. Okay, Battlefield 6. Okay, that's fine. Okay,
He's like, all right, you got me there. You got me there.
That tells you how much I care about Battlefield 6 this year. Is that like I haven't touched it in months, and I don't want to touch it until they actually have any really good content. I don't want to play a fucking battle royale. I don't want to have this one map every 3 months pace of releasing content. No, man, that's not what Battlefield needs to be.
Nick, I don't know if this is a 1-segment show. This might be a 2-segment show.
It might be a 2-segment show.
We could get if we go now, we can get it done. My 2 games are going to be short. The other 2 games are going to be short.
All right, we're only at an hour.
Okay, let's punch it. Let's punch it. Are we good to move on?
Punch it. Yeah. Unless Chris Davis has anything else he wants to add.
I will play more of the game, and hopefully I'll beat Endless Ragnarok sometime next month.
That's the DLC? You're gonna get
Yes.
Wait, so you are gonna pay the money for the DLC?
I already bought the DLC, yes.
Oh, you weird son of a bitch.
So weird though, right? Like this man who like sometimes
what if you had started the game and hated it?
Yeah.
Then I would be very upset with myself.
So weird it was on his shelf. Why did you whatever. Okay, we gotta move on.
We all have weird things on our shelf. Go, Brad.
Rhythm Heaven Groove. I've been playing some. Now I sort of have. I mean, I've enjoyed this series. I've dabbled in this series since the original game that I played on Game Boy Advance, the import. Right. I've always really liked the idea of Rhythm Heaven. The problem is I'm kind of bad at it, and the weird thing. And this is it's a new Rhythm Heaven game where you're doing cool Rhythm Heaven stuff, right? It's a shame that I captured zero sound on this because sound is the whole thing, right? It's kind of like WarioWare. I think it's even from the people who make WarioWare or like a spin-off of that team, but it's like a music version, right? Where you're syncing up like very simple actions and animations to like the beat, right? And
like right now you're catching and chopping tomatoes?
Yeah, and let me tell you, it sounds great. If you're just watching, it just looks like a simple animation, but it's all about timing and rhythm, and it sounds really good, and it's very charming and cute. And it's
How
not
are we
very
to
long.
believe you about the audio when there's no audio?
You'll just have to believe me, right?
If you played a rhythm heavy game, you know it's good.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
it's good. You know it's good. The thing is, I'm not great at these games, but it's very weird. Is that all I think that I do terrible on my first time through a stage, and I am doing not good, and then I'll still just beat it. I feel like back in the day when I played this series, I would have to retry all the time. The first time, now I've only played like 4 sets of levels, and like structurally the way it works is, you do like 4 little micro game, or 4 mini games, and then you do a remix that is like a new original song that has all the mini games together, right? And throughout the song, it's constantly switching between the mini games. And like the footage I recorded does show me go through those 4 games and then the remix if we get to it. And like they're pretty short, but like the thing is, I'm so bad at it. But like did our stream die? What the hell just happened? No.
It's still going.
The first time that I've even fell a mini game is in this footage. It's the first time I even have to retry one, and I'm ass at the game. So like,
maybe it's not skill based.
No, it is skill based, but it's very like inconsistent. For like sometimes I'm like fucking up like crazy, and I still beat it. But like the one that I finally have a retry on, I feel like I'm not doing great, but I'm. It feels like I've done far worse in other stages that I've succeeded in. Like the one you're about to watch, I do so bad at, but it still passes me, and I'm like,
Bog Noise in chat says beating a stage is easy, but getting medals is hard. So
yeah,
like
no,
maybe it's less about
agree.
whether you
Metals
beat it or
is
not.
like sort of like more or less perfecting it, not literally perfecting it, but like really getting it down. But I kind of wish
Dialing
that the
it
game didn't pass me more, because I'll like barely get a mini game, and now I'm like, well, you passed me, and now, but I feel like I'm not ready for the remix at the end of this tower of mini games, because I barely understood the mechanic. Like most of these that you see, like I'm screwing up, but it's okay. Like I'm not getting like, well, I guess I don't really know. Like the ones where his eyes are open. But in Rhythm Heaven fashion, like the funny part is like it can be like a pretty simple idea of like the timing of when you press your button or whatever, or your buttons. But like the game does this thing as you go along through the song, where it starts to like obscure the screen, because it is a music and rhythm game, and it wants to make sure that you're getting your moves based on the sound of the beat and the rhythm of the song. So it starts to do clever things to obscure your vision and to confuse you visually, so you don't rely on just visuals.
Maybe this is a dumb question, but like, is this not the kind of thing, because it's all based on audio cues, that where you could like theoretically like close your eyes?
Oh yeah. You definitely could.
Okay.
Because it is so like sound based on the music. Absolutely.
Yeah. And they're just trying
in
to
fact,
visually throw you off.
sometimes like looking at the visuals can just confuse you. Because it's doing things to throw you off.
Tax says people do blindfolded speed runs all the time. Okay.
Yeah.
Duly noted. That's
but
cool.
I mean, it's fun and it's charming, and it's always been a very charming series. But I'm kind of ass at it, and I don't like how it's like letting me progress, even though I'm doing very poorly. Some of the mini games are a little like whatever. Maybe you could skip ahead now a little, Chris Davis. And some of the remixes are usually like the bangers, like at the end, right? Like an individual mini game just almost feels too simple to be like really amazing. But then it's when it's all put together and there's like a whole new song, and you're hearing like, oh, I didn't expect like it would to be this kind of song, but like it really works. Like in this one, this is the one that I have to retry.
Is that a
I'm not. I feel like I'm not even doing that bad. Like I'm not doing great, but it's like I've done worse at mini games I've succeeded at. I would skip ahead even a little bit more. There's like one more mini game before the remix, so we can see the remix. But Like the next one is tricky because you have to like keep the beat going like the whole time you're pressing a button, but it's asking you to do different things. So you're having to like sync it up with while not stopping the beat, this one's a fun mini game and it feels good when you get it down. But like the way it's implemented in the remix is great because it trains you like right before the remix. You're doing this mini game where you're constantly pressing the button, staying on beat, doing a roll, staying on beat, doing a hop, staying on beat, like doing a freeze, staying on beat. And you can't ever like really stop pressing that button until you literally stop. And it's fun and you get used to it, but then you do the remix. And if you skip ahead a little bit more, we'll get to the remix. Or you know, here we're actually about to start the remix. And it's cool how like these dudes set the beat in the remix, but then you start cutting to other mini games and it's like on that beat, but it really throws you off because you're like, oh shit, I gotta keep this going. And then you're doing other mini games while you're basically like kind of keeping that beat going. And again, by just looking at the visual, it doesn't make sense. But when you're playing it and you're listening to it, like the remixes is sort of like this. I mean, that's when the stuff really starts tickling your brain,
tickling your balls.
It's good. Yeah, it's always been a good, fun series for that. Oh, you skipped that too far. It's over. Like this remix was actually very short, and I was trash at it, but it still passed me. So that's been my experience with the game so far. I know it's
not about how good you are, Brad. It's about the journey.
There we go.
It's eventually going to get harder, but it's good. It's charming. So let's move on to my next game,
which I'm completely convinced is fake.
Yeah,
that can't be a real video game.
I'll explain. It is tangentially fake. No, it's a real video game, but it is another fan-made video game. This one I completed,
yes.
Although there's a lot of options.
This is Brad's thing this year, apparently, is playing fan-made video games.
Well, this is an original game. It's not a fan-made game. Like, it's kind of insulting to call it a fan-made game. Fan-made games are usually used for, like, oh, I made my own version of Mario using Mario assets or whatever. Yeah. Or
so why is this not just an indie game?
This is just an original indie game that was released on itch.io. So it's another game that I found out about through watching this video, searching for like the perfect Picross game or whatever. And it was featured in there. And when I was watching that video, I was like, oh, that looks really cool. And because I played the UFO 50 nanograms, which is, the UFO 50 fan made. Now that you can call like a fan made game, even though it's like an original game. But Picross, is there not footage of this, Chris Davis?
I'm waiting for you to say the name.
Oh, I don't even know if I can say it. Just roll the damn footage, man. No one gives a shit.
It'll come up on the there it is. It's on the overlay.
Taiyaki Fabulous what the fuck is it called?
Taiyaki Fabulous Museum of Fish.
Museum of Fish.
Don't forget the subtitle, man. That's the important part.
It is a Picross game, but it's like a this is made for the Game Boy. Like it's made as a Game Boy like ROM file. Like when you buy the game you download is a .gb like C or whatever, like Game Boy ROM file. You can play this on a Game Boy. Huh. So I'm literally playing this in like a GBA emulator. Yeah. But it's a Game Boy game essentially. Game Boy Color game. I got the Game Boy Color version. I don't think this was ever put on like a cartridge or thing. Oh, wait, there's not even like a trailer for this game. I really would have not heard of this game if it wasn't for that video. But it is a game that's centered around Picross, but it's sort of like a old school. It's like an adventure game where you're like exploring a little town of sorts, and you're talking to characters, and you're like. But like everything you interact with is a little Picross puzzle. And it can range from like a more complicated Picross puzzle to like a very, very small 4x4 Picross puzzle. Like if it's just a sign and you just need to read a sign, you have to do like a really short, easy Picross puzzle to even read that sign. Everything you unlock in the game, like, I unlock a shovel at some point, but you have to do a little Picross puzzle, which makes a shovel. Like you click on a chest and then you're doing a Picross puzzle. It happens to be a shovel, and then you get a shovel, and now you can interact with like dig spots in the world. But all of those dig spots are like also more Picross puzzles. everything is like a Picross puzzle, but it's all stitched together with like a really cool like little adventure game. That is, this game's not super long, but there is a lot of like hidden secret puzzles and stuff in the game. And I've hit credits, but there's still a lot to do. When I recorded footage, I had to just start the game over like from the beginning because everything in the world I basically had already revealed by doing all the Picross puzzles, and I was just in sort of like an optional dungeon just doing puzzles in a room, and that was like not really reflective of what my experience has been. But yeah, just imagine like exploring like an old little like Pokemon town or something and talking to people and then finding all these like hidden puzzles and stuff. And it is just Picross.
It's like
but
The
it's cool.
Witness. You explore town and you find Picross puzzles instead of line puzzles.
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, I mean, it's not as
No,
complicated
no.
or complex. It's a very simple experience, but it is a neat framing for
Yeah.
what is a tried and true like puzzle design in Picross, or nanograms or whatever, right? Which I've just been really hooked on. They're extremely addictive, and I've been kind of binging them between this and the UFO 50 Picross game. It's been a lot of fun, and it's cool just to see this game I've literally never heard of, but until this video, right? And it is like this game that you can download it for free off itch.io, but if you spend like at least $1, you can get like the plus version of the game, which has more stuff in it, or like some features that aren't in the regular version. So yeah, just do that. But it's neat. It's neat. It's like weirdly like nostalgic for like Game Boy, like an old Game Boy game that I've never played because this didn't exist back then.
Right.
So it's cool.
Cool.
It's called, one more time, let me say the name of it.
Go
You can
for
find
it.
it on itch.io. It is Taiyaki Fabulous. The fans call it Thai Fab. Taiyaki Fabulous Museum of Fish. Eventually you get like a fishing rod and you start fishing and stuff, where really you're just pick-crossing fish. And
Pick crossing fish.
It,
Okay.
it feels like there's still a lot of like secrets hidden in here. Like I've been unlocking ducks, and the ducks will get. There's a special door that I've just stumbled into that I need to unlock more ducks for. I wasn't expecting the duck twist, but I'm curious to find out more.
Understood.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know what? Fan games, free games made by just cool people. Sometimes that's good enough. You don't have to buy the $70 fucking forgettable game that, just cool shit, man.
Cool shit. And that's what we're here to do, is talk about cool shit.
Picross is not complicated.
Speaking of cool shit, it's time to wrap up the show. I don't know. That didn't make any sense. Fuck it. I hope we all have cool shit to talk about in our 4-player minutes. Right?
Sure.
Sort of.
Since Brad, you just finished talking.
Yeah. I'm ready for my 4-player minute if you want to launch into there.
That's where I'm going. I was gonna let Chris Davis go first.
Yeah,
though.
go first, Chris Davis. He's probably not ready.
I said I'd tell you about.
He knows exactly what he's talking about.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you about Doom: The Dark Ages Revelations. So last week I had left off at what I discovered was actually the basic halfway point of the game, and I completed it. I had a lot of fun with the boss fights, even though I was playing on Ultraviolence, not Nightmare, but Ultraviolence. So it was tough. It wasn't Nightmare tough. And the first words out of my mouth when I saw that ending and credits roll were, "That's it."
Oh no!
Yeah,
What?
it ends on
This
a
game
fucking cliffhanger.
90 out of. I mean, this thing's like a 90 on OpenCritic, man.
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
let's be real. I think that 90 for this Doom game doesn't have a lot. I mean, most of these Doom games have reviewed pretty well, and I don't think much of that has to do with the story or the endings. You know what I mean? Like, it's all
I
about.
know. I'm just mad at it because I missed it in Royale because of the new 7-day window lockout, and I didn't add it to my roster in time, and everybody else that has is basically way ahead of everyone else, and I'm annoyed.
Yeah. It's I mean, I had a fun time with it. The fights, the way they escalate with the spear, the chain spear. I still love that term. It's a really fun experience, but if you go into it looking for a proper conclusion to everything they're talking about, everything that they've been fucking setting up for like 2 games now, no, we're not going to answer that. We're not going to do
Is there
anything
more
with that.
DLC planned for this, especially given the
They
current-
laid
Who
them
the
all up.
I know that's what I'm saying, but I'm like,
Yeah.
did they already have something in the chamber ready to launch? You know,
So
for-
last week, Hugo Martin, who I'm pretty certain was under gunpoint from PR at Microsoft, basically said, "Oh, it's okay. We feel bad for the employees we lost, but we're fine. We're fine. We're at the levels where we can still produce games on our own."
yeah.
And I'm like, Hugo, I swear to God, I can see the reflection of the firearm in your glasses. Like, buddy, it's okay. You can cry for help. I don't know. It's just
If you have a gun to your head, I really don't know if that's the best course of action.
I mean,
Sorry.
they don't have any id Tech engine developers anymore. They laid off that entire team. So how can they make more Doom in this engine without switching engines? Like,
They're probably focused on whatever other project was in development, which I believe is Quake, right? And
I don't know,
I'm
man.
guessing that a lot of the people left are working on whatever that is. Probably not this so much anymore.
I mean, if a Quake game is in development, I don't think it is making it, and I don't think it has the capacity to lead that.
Who else would?
There's only one other developer I can think of, and that's Machine Games.
No, but
Yes.
they're working on
They would.
Wolfenstein.
Supposedly,
Didn't
they're working on
Microsoft
Wolfenstein.
specifically call out they called out Doom, Quake, and Wolfenstein for and Fallout, right? For and Elder Scrolls, of course, for
Yeah.
IP that they're still interested in. from
They
Bethesda
called
or
out.
whatever.
They called out Doom and then laid off most of id. They call out
Yeah.
Wolfenstein and say nothing about Machine Games.
I didn't hear the Evil Within on that list, and that makes me angry.
Up. Shut up. The sad part is they
Nick,
do still have
politely
that
shut
IP,
the fuck
but-
up, Nick. No, but also like Machine Games, like they made several episodes of Quake levels for the remasters and stuff that they've been doing for the past several years.
yeah.
Like they have ideas of how to make a Quake game. Maybe not a modern Quake game, but what the fuck is a modern Quake game?
Nobody knows what a modern Quake game actually.
Well, I mean, I
So-
hope it's not too much like Doom, honestly.
Yeah.
But it is Quake is kind of like Doom. But I just don't want like Doom 2016 for Quake is what I'm saying.
I would agree with that. And the same way that I didn't want Quake 4 for Quake, but it is what it is. I was talking last week about how there is an end game after you roll credits, and there is an end game. It's you going into the pre-existing levels with the ability to unlock gates and areas you couldn't go to before. In some of the levels, like they were locking off nearly a third, if not more, of the level behind the master keys required to required to experience that in the end game. And it's just more challenging boss fights. But every time you go through those, you are every time you beat one, you're getting pieces of what's called the astral key. Because in the purgatory level, your main hub area, below the area is a big ass gate with a big ass opening for a key, and
big-ass gate?
There's a promise of the toughest boss, a super boss in the game, is behind that gate. And so I played through all the content, and I was excited, like, oh, maybe this is the icon send. Maybe the credits don't. Maybe the credits are fake. Maybe it's all a fake out. Like, this is where the game starts going. And then I go in there, and I meet the boss, and it's just a souped up asshole version of an existing enemy, and it pissed me off. And I fought that boss for nearly an hour and a half, 2 hours, because it's the only boss in the game that forces you to switch between using your spear or your shield. So you don't have that muscle memory developed from the rest of the game if you've only been sticking to one of them. So that was a pain. But also, like, you beat that boss, it rolls credits a second time, and then there's a teaser at the very end that's 30 seconds long that does nothing for you. It just...
And is it a teaser for something that may never see the light of day now?
I think so. Like, I think this might be the last Doom in content we may ever play, and that fucking sucks. Like, just in general, it fucking sucks. But also, like, what they're trying to do with the what they were trying to do with the Dark Ages was so interesting and fun. They were setting up the fall of the Night Sentinels and Argent Denor and the civil war between the Sentinels, how the Con Maker was really the one behind Hell's ambitions for Earth and all that. Like, all this shit that is cool. It's not cool for a lot of people, but it is cool in what they're trying to do with it. Hell, here's the other thing is that...
It tickled Chris Davis's balls. That's all we know.
It tickled. But there is... So this was called Revelations, okay? The Revelations are supposed to be about who the Doom Marine is. So in between the levels that you're playing, you play flashbacks of the Doom Marine before he became the Doom Marine. So you are on Earth hundreds of years in the past, shooting dudes in a military shooter with a central shotgun perspective. And it's that. So they named the Doom Marine. You play as him as he was before he started fighting demons and all that.
His name is Carl?
His name is Flynn Taggart.
Flynn Taggart.
What the fuck?
And his thing about bunnies is that all these interstitials are about him being sent to blow up an insurgent like armory, and it's underneath a hospital, and the intel is faulty. And so the last thing he sees before the timer goes off and blows up everything is this little girl with a little bunny play toy that gets caught in the explosion.
Jesus.
Like, that's the revelation. That's what we know about the Doom guy.
I do feel like that maybe deserves...
I guess no one needs to play it now. But to be fair, no one cares about the story but you. So
I mean, there are dozens of us, Brad. There are dozens of us, okay? You don't title something Revelations like that unless you're going to really do something with it. And they don't do much of anything with it.
I don't know how to tell you this. There is a long history of movies and games using the word revelations for underwhelming revelations.
But there's also a history of stuff like using revelations in the title that is interesting and actually kind of lives up to the name in some ways.
Yeah, but not here. Not here. They can't all be Assassin's Creed Revelations, which was actually pretty sweet.
Yes.
Real quick, in chat, No Faith Healing says, hey, my 14-year-old son keeps saying id Software is ID Software. I need y'all to tell him that's not correct.
It is id Software as in the psyche of the id. That's what it's meaning. It's not ID Software. I was like your son once. I thought it was ID Software, and then I got corrected, and I'm a much better human being for it.
And now we're passing on that knowledge. Okay. Brad, your 4-player minute.
Yes. I'm going to use my 4-player minute to give you a quick recap of what's been going on in Fantasy Critic, which has been basically treachery, but we have like 3 people with full rosters now. It's pretty crazy.
You're doing this because Crispy's out. And he
Crispy, me and Ed all have full rosters. After me trying to fill in my last slot, they kind of came in the following week and swept up all the other games I nominated, which is probably pretty smart. And Crispy's got some bangers. Now, he did another thing. He really finished his roster by doing his counterpick. He counterpicked Gears of War, which his roster is almost flawless. Andy has GTA. But in my opinion, this was his game to lose. But countering Gears was he could have found something better. I mean, whatever.
I thought about counterpicking Gears because I feel like the last couple have been kind of underwhelming, and I was like, I might lose some points, but maybe not that many points. I feel like I looked it up. The last, I can't. Which Gears are we on now? I can't.
Gears 5 was an 85 on OpenCritic.
But what was
Yeah.
Gears 4? I am thinking of Gears 4.
They're all like
I don't-
85s.
Are they all
They've
85?
been
I thought they were like
85s for a
81,
while.
82.
No, like the first few were like 90s, and then the last couple were like 85s. I don't
But
know.
I do
Yeah,
think
Gears of War 4
regardless,
was an 85.
I do think the hype for this one is maybe a little bit more.
It's higher, I think.
It's higher than the past one. So I
I
was
don't
like, that's why I decided ultimately
I'm not
not
trying
to do it.
I don't know. I feel bad because it's his game to lose. I don't think it's going to be. I mean, like he has GTA.
Even
it does
Gears
split-
Tactics was an 82.
Yeah, like Gears was a good pickup in the first place, honestly. But I mean, he got other good stuff like Rayman, Fields of Mystery, Indie the Abyss. These are all games that are gonna score like pretty comfortably in the 80s.
Who has Gears on their roster?
Me.
Is it-
Yeah,
Chris
probably
Davis,
Chris
okay.
Davis, the resident X-bot. Sorry.
Fuck you. Fuck you so much, Brad.
Well, you know, you're giving. Here, I'll trade you Fable if you want Fable. But you know, the other person in such a good position is Chris Davis, especially because he countered high guard. He earned points on his counter for high guard because of Carlos. Thanks, Carlos. But there's other stuff. I probably would have counterpicked Resonance, A Plague Tale Legacy, maybe before Gears.
Dude, what?
I would have countered Beast of Reincarnation before Gears for sure.
That's been
I
getting
don't know.
good previews recently.
Not. It's fucking Game Freak, dude. It's not going to score better than Gears.
I am aghast by the shade thrown at A Plague's Tale.
What are you talking
Or
about?
Plague
This
Tale.
new one is like a fucking spin-off. Some people
It's
are
from the
nervous
same
about it.
studio though, and it looks rad.
But no, it looks like more of a combat game than a stealth. Like, I mean, it just looks a little different, and people are a little uneasy, especially because one of the things people liked about those first two games was like those characters and that relationship so much. And this is just a lady that fights things with a sword a bunch. It's probably going to
I'm
be
sure-
cool, but like it's not as like comfortable as like a. It's not as like. It's not going to score as well as Gears is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the risk level is higher. Like, so when you're evaluating like fantasy games, it's like, well, like what is the possible like ceiling, but like does it also have like the potential to like have a low floor to bottom out, to disappoint people? We know what Gears is, and it's going to be what Gears is. Resonance could like disappoint in some ways, unexpected ways. So that makes it like more of a dicey sort of thing. But you know, also he could have targeted games that might not make it in time. You know, like
Right.
But anyways, whatever. Like honestly, Eternal Life of Goldman, I think might not make it this year. So, but whatever. It is what it is. I'm not trying to give other people ammo. Yeah. So also I have Pony Island and that still doesn't have a date, but I did my research and you know what I found out? Pony Island Inscription, Pony Island 1, and the Hex, which were the last three games from Mullins, all came out within 30 days of the release date announcement. Like he announced a date and was all less than 30 days away. So he was originally going to announce the release date in June. He pushed that back to August. So it's very likely coming out in like September, October. Anyways.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, that's it. I mean, I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win this year or anything. But I am rooting for like Crispy because I feel like he's been close. Chris Davis, the only reason I'm not rooting for you is because you've not been close in the past.
You don't want
So
to
I don't
have the
feel as bad.
underdog comeback story?
Yeah, I mean, there's a
Worst
little bit
to
of that,
first?
but
You don't like that idea?
there's some
Worst to
you
first.
playing like in the reset era league, so you can get lots of ideas from them too. Well, I guess you know Crispy is in Super League this year, so he's getting lots of ideas probably from them. So yeah, I don't know. This is what it is. I'm rooting for Nolan. No, Nolan's not even been around, but his roster is still really good. His counter picks are brutal though. So yeah.
All right.
Anyways,
Take
it away, Nick.
My final thought for this week, I'll keep it brief. I'm in a bit of a dry spell right now in terms of games. I'm not playing a lot that's new. That's kind of why I'm finally sinking my teeth into Final Fantasy Tactics. and that's going pretty well. I think I'm closing in on the end of chapter 3. I've been playing.
It's a doozy,
through,
dude. The last few, things start popping off at the end of chapter 3, and the last few battles are tricky.
Sweet. I'm still digging it. I finished Ellie's portion of my playthrough of The Last of Us Part 2. But I guess what I'm eventually building to, I don't have a lot on my personal schedule of like games coming out in the next month and a half. It doesn't really kick in until September for me. But somebody did, I think it was Jaeger, popped into Discord and asked me if I was, because he kind of assumed that I was going to be playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. And I was like, no, I wasn't really planning on it. I mean, I do love that game, but like it wasn't really top priority for me, and I'm still kind of sour and pissed off about the way Assassin's Creed Shadows lured me into an 80-hour adventure and then rolled credits
how
without an
did it
ending.
lure you? You saw it.
No, but I mean, like, I played 80 hours of it thinking there was an ending, and there wasn't an ending. It literally, the game just ends without any conclusion. I know people have pointed out to me that they have since patched in a free update that gives the game an ending, but that ship has sailed a long time ago. I don't know when I'm going to have time or
But
want
this
to
is
go back
Black
in.
Flag, and we know Black
I
Flag
know.
is good. I've heard it's a good version too. Like they've taken out all of the stuff that just sort of like slowed the game down, and that like all that first person like Abstergo shit is gone, and I don't even think you like play as that other character maybe at the beginning. I don't know. I heard it's highly edited to just have good shit, just to be the good shit, and they like, I saw something on Twitter or whatever where like they have all this new cool underwater stuff, like these underwater sections and caves and stuff, but Ubisoft like laid off that whole team like already as soon as the game launched. And it's like some of the coolest stuff in that version, so I don't know. Fucked up.
Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not in any hurry to play Black Flag. But if I get desperate to play something that's new-ish before September, maybe I'll dip my toes into that. But right now, I'm having a good time with tactics.
There's cool shit, Nick. You just gotta look around. You're not gonna play Splatoon Raiders? Gamefly it's already on its way for me.
I have zero interest
talking
in
about
that.
It next week, maybe.
I'm just, and I also just want to use this opportunity, I guess, to say that, like, and I know y'all know this about me, but God, I fucking love The Last of Us Part 2. I know. I played hours and hours of that game last weekend, and I finished Ellie's portion, or the first her first portion of the game, I suppose. And like every 5 seconds, I just can't. I'm like, fuck, this story is so good. I don't fucking get it why people fucking hate that game so much. It's one of my fucking favorites. But anyways, that's it. I'm not gonna spiral.
You should look into Mortal Shell 2, Nick.
I played Mortal Shell 1.
I know, but I've been hearing some really good things about Mortal Shell 2, like from people who didn't even like 1. I think there's a demo that you could try.
I think it comes out in August. Maybe that's
Yeah, no, it does.
Radar.
It comes out August 20th. Kind of looking online. Also, Beast of Reincarnation. If it gets good reviews, that might be your shit for sure.
It might be, but I'm waiting on reviews for that one 100%.
There is an open
Star
beta
Wars
demo.
Zero Company.
Star Wars Zero Company. I'll be excited for it if it
You're
reviews well.
Scrub.
I'm famously terrible at XCOM.
Yeah, you're.
But anyways, that's where I'm at. I know that was kind of a hodgepodge of thoughts, but that's kind of where I'm at right now. So
I put in chat the link to the open beta for Mortal Shell 2.
Oh, cool. Thank you. All right. That's our show, guys. We've reached the end. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if y'all would like to be a part of the community, if you're not already, please join us in Discord at discord.gg/4Player. If you want to support us financially, you can either subscribe to us on Twitch. You could support us on Patreon at patreon.com/4Player. Again, I'm going to start introducing these like questions, these kind of like discussion questions before the show each week, and hopefully that goes well, and we'll start getting more and more responses. But if you want to participate in that, just support us on either Twitch or Patreon, and we'll get the question out to you. You can find all of our episodes on 4playernetwork.com or on your preferred podcast service, but we will return next Thursday with a new episode, new games to talk about. In the meantime, be good to each other, play video games, and good night.
Matt.
Night.
All right,
Okay,
I'm going to
Zlade.
upload my audio on Sunday
you go.
night.
No, don't do it now. Do
You
it
want to
now,
wait till
goddammit.
Sunday?
Well, it's happened a couple times. Crispy forgot to upload his audio last week. And then by the time I realized, I texted him and he was like, I'm at work and I won't be back until after 10:30 p.m. And I was like, I'll be in bed for an hour by the time you get home from work. So,
Well, Nick, if you don't have time to watch or to play Mortal Shell 2, look into some like previews of it, or like.
I mean, I liked Mortal Shell
take
1. I
some
could
to-
see myself playing it.
Yeah, but I'm saying like people are hyped for this way more than Mortal Shell 1. I don't know.
Okay. Word.
Also, I was kind of hoping you would go for End of the Abyss in fantasy because I think that's going to be your shit.
I have that on my list, and honestly, every time I see it on my list, I'm like, which game is that again?
You need to
I
watch a
have to keep-
preview. Watch there's a like a GameSpot preview out there, or
this game. Yeah,
a Game Informer preview where they discuss it. They have a conversation, like two people who play it at SGF. You should watch that. Or like no, it was their cover story 1 month or something. It's like a horror Metroidvania with like hard soulsy combat and like all the
But in the style of Little Nightmares.
well, no, it's not even in that style. It's just like former Little Nightmares.
I mean, I'm
developers
looking at
formed this
screenshots
studio.
of End of Abyss right now, and every screenshot makes me think of Little Nightmares.
Dude, it's a combat Metroidvania game. Like it's a Souls-like Metroidvania.
I don't know what to tell. I mean, yeah, I see little bits of combat. I'm just saying, like, the way the camera's positioned and the way the characters look, I was like, it just gives Little Nightmares. But I'm not saying you're wrong.
Little Nightmares is lame, boring shit. This is like real shit. So yeah.
Did you play Reanimal? Did
No,
anybody else play Reanimal?
I don't like that. It's boring. But I don't. Is it good? Should I play it?
I mean, I liked it better than Little Nightmares 2.
Okay. I didn't play Little Nightmares 2. I played some of it. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, I'm going to bed.
Yep, me too. And he's just gone.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
He's done with us.
Yep. I'm afraid I might be as well.